I accidentally switched to the wrong thing. Hello to my chat, anybody who might be there.
Hello,
Dragon Chat.
So just a good reminder for you, Dragon, because I forget this all the time. Make sure your Discord audio is coming through. I forget that all the time.
It looks like it is. Pixie, can you confirm? Are you hearing people? Perfect.
Sorry, chat. That's testing for their chat.
You know what? Luckily enough, I was checking my audio balance earlier in before I started streaming when I hopped on that call. So
nice.
Hey, Deku.
Oh, I forgot I still have my Santa Fuki.
Okay. Yep. We got confirmations on multiple fronts. You guys are coming through.
Sweet.
Yay.
Chat, let me know if audio balance for everybody's voice is good. If somebody's a little high or low, I want to make sure we can all yell at each other appropriately.
Yes.
I can get low if you will.
Pal, you sexy bastard.
I'm here.
Hey, pal.
I told you I'd be here in a few minutes.
Another friend.
First episode. I got Macy started on One Piece today, so we got to the first 2 episodes.
Fair enough.
Pal, my friend, it took you a half an hour, goddamn you.
For what?
No, I'm giving you shit.
They are half-hour-long episodes. Why are you giving me shit?
So does this mean, now that you're getting Macy into this, I can continue to further run away from y'all trying to drag me into One Piece?
Maybe. We'll see.
Yes,
I haven't watched the full
One Piece
show.
is real though.
I haven't watched the full thing, but the live action show was one of the best animes I've ever seen.
Live action was pretty good.
Someone who we won't speak the name of and Pal were trying to get me into it, and I tried watching the first episode of the actual anime, and I couldn't do it. So Pal was like, let's try the live action. And it was kind of hooking me in. It's been so long since we've watched it, I don't remember what happened or where we were at.
Yeah.
The anime I'm scared of because I'm somebody who likes to
It'd be an undertaking.
Like watch everything, and just to catch up on One Piece, I feel like would take my entire lifetime.
Well, I did it in 3 months.
Hats off to you,
Lordy.
Holy hell!
I
from the 3 of you real quick.
Hi, Zombunny, welcome in.
Also, real quick, I'm just checking on my fire because my house does not have a working furnace right now.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Also, can I get a scream from each of you real quick for my audio?
Wait.
How guttural do you want the scream?
Give me what you want.
That is
What
a
I
hot
would?
fire. Hot coals.
What you want?
Beautiful.
We good?
Perfect.
Good. Awesome.
Bro just went straight Arnold for the scream, and
All right. You do a far better Arnold impersonation than I ever could.
I would yell, but I do not have my good microphone. I'm just using my headset mic.
Man, I'm using a blue snowball. Like, there's no excuse. You can yell into a bad mic.
Snowball has some limiters on it, but...
I mean, that's true.
The goal is to not stream this much for me, Luna, because I did just fully get my voice back, and the next thing I need to do is fuck it up.
I'm gonna be honest, if you guys peek my setup, I'm just gonna roll with it. I don't think it'll happen too much.
I was starting to lose my voice from congestion and shit.
Oh, man.
And like I would start to get my voice back for a day, and I'd play games with my buddies, and then my throat would be even more destroyed, and I'm like, fuck. So I had to take like a full fucking day off gaming.
Ooh.
And which sucked because still trying to hunt for a job and shit. Gaming is kind of my only way of work and staying entertained, so that was a fucking nightmare.
I would believe that.
Okay, so my next question is, how are we seeing the trivia? How are we answering?
Well, I'm working on that now. Give me 1 second.
Because I was like,
it's
I
your
could show...
professionalism I respect the most.
I could show stream Discord if that's where it is.
I will have it up and running on my stream in just a second. I am also going to screen share to our group chat. So if you guys want to video capture through there, we can do that. I will stream a white screen to you momentarily.
Sweet. I will switch that over when you do that.
Okay. So, well, here, I'll put something on the white screen, I suppose, so that nobody has to just stare at a blank slide.
What?
I only thought of, like, oh yeah, I should have, like, a preamble slide just now.
Oh.
Dude, I'm excited for this because I ended up taking a small nap because I'm trying to reset my sleep schedule today, and I was getting really tired towards like 3 o'clock, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna take a small nap. I woke up at 4:40. I was like, fuck yeah, perfect timing. That's like 10 minutes to go grab a snack and then get ready for stream.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Perfect.
Let me get everything back up. Okay, and then stream. There we go. Oh geez. Hold on.
All right. Stream has been plugged.
Forgot one very important thing.
Oh.
I need to get. Please hold. I need to purchase a Nitro real quick so that I can stream in 1080.
No way. Brother.
Also, Luna, can we get a shout out in the Discord to let everybody know trivia is starting soon? Please and thank you. I can do it, but I'm lazy. Control.
I'll do it in my Discord, even though most of everyone's already here.
Yep. Hey, you know what? I'm just buying you guys. I shouldn't have cut my music. I'm just buying you guys some time to like get everybody in.
Yeah, no, see, what I do for my stream is I stream for 10 minutes before I start. Yeah, that 10 minutes, it gives time to people to kind of flow in. They can enjoy some music, whatever I'm playing. Like right now, I'm playing the new saga from Epic the Musical, the new and last saga.
Ooh.
Oh no! Oh boy! I need to catch up.
Hearing that saga fucking broke me, pal. So,
jeez.
Hell yeah.
It was in a good way. And the last song really makes me think of my relationship right now. Oof. Fuck.
All right.
For context, the name of the song I'm talking about is Will You Fall in Love with Me Again?
Ooh. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Just with the title, that's enough.
Watch.
Okay. Window capture. We're...
Let me think. I won't be streaming because, of course, I'm not home. I do have a lot of my big stuff available, or I was able to bring a lot of my tech, but I just don't want to try and overload my shit.
That is fine.
That's fair. I did it because Lloyd and everybody wanted to see it, so I was like, hey, it's free content.
Yeah.
Dude, I need to turn up my LEDs in my room because it's bad enough when the white screen of the starting soon is brightening up my room more than my lights are.
Also, hi Luna. I missed your comment, but I see you there.
And my lights turned down so I could take a nap.
All right. Perfect. All right, you guys ready to get the show on the road?
Yes.
Let me.
No. Yes, I am. I'm lying.
There we go.
I just gotta start this off with a. Okay, we're good to go.
Oh, that's what you're gonna start off? I'm gonna start it off with Wait, what? No, your nitro is dead.
Well,
I
was
can't
gonna
use the ball. Fuck.
I was gonna throw in some music real quick.
I'll do this.
Oh, merry man!
This starting soon is sick as fuck, right? No, this isn't my starting soon. So, oh hey, look, it's a mouse on my screen, and it's not my mouse.
Oh shit! I thought I had.
That tripped me the fuck out for a second. I'm like, wait a second, I'm not moving my mouse.
Hold on.
Hi, Johnny.
Mouseception. The unexpected mouse. Uh-oh.
Yep, give me 1 second. Can I not?
Sure.
Sure.
I gotta say, that starting soon screen, it's the picture the peak innovation.
Yeah, honestly, I need
So bold.
to get a graphic artist on some of this stuff because oh man, I can't just hide my mouse. Interesting. Huh. Okay, I was hoping I could
I'll let
hide
you
my
know
mouse
that
screen.
I don't work for free.
Okay, your $2 is in the mail. Anyway,
Awesome.
sorry about that.
I'd have done it for one, sucker.
Damn. Oh shit.
Oh, did that hiccup for a second?
No, I was just seeing that cool ass
for a
image
second, like on
behind
the
neat
stream.
Oh yeah,
Lugia.
the neat
Lugia?
Lugia desktop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that was a sick ass image.
I'm just flipping through. I have so many windows open right now. It's okay. It's fine. I know what I'm doing.
Embrace the chaos.
I'm definitely.
I have like 2 different Google windows.
Believe me,
4
there will be
different
chaos.
Discord, Telegram. I could probably close Spotify for.
All right.
And then Steam is just perpetual.
Are you guys ready?
Oh boy.
Ready.
Are you prepared to play the new game show I've made up that definitely isn't just a ripoff of Jeopardy slightly? Let me convince you!
It's called Let Me Convince You.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Oh no, this is gonna be good.
No.
I'm actually quite
I've told you guys a little bit. I think I've only really told all except for 2 people that this is like a slightly a Jeopardy inspired game. But here's gonna be the actual rules. I, who am not much of an expert on anything, have come up with a list of questions partially inspired by topics that you guys sent in. And then put what I think is probably the right answer. Probably, maybe, sort of. So, when you guys are going to get the option to, like, pick which questions we roll with. Like, here's the question screen. We can move on to that. So, for this first round, we're going to have Skyrim, Legend of Zelda characters, Warframe lore, psychology, quantum mechanics, and U.S. Naval Code.
Oh, geez.
Now,
so what I'm seeing is...
Oh, no.
Hold on, I need to also do some live editing real quick.
Okay, I don't have your stream... Oh, wait, why don't I not have your stream open? I should have your stream open.
My camera is a bit too big, and it's covering Skyrim. So what I'm seeing is the only fucking chance I have is the little bullshit knowledge of Warframe I have, and the fact I've been playing the fuck out of Skyrim
Hold on. I will throw out this. The name of the show is called Let Me Convince You, because when you go to answer a question, if you get the answer that I have listed, you get points, as listed here. If not, you get nothing. However, you have the opportunity to say, let me convince you, in which case, at that point, you have to convince me your answer is correct. If you are successful in convincing me, you get the points that you would have otherwise not have gotten. However, if you lose it, then you go negative points for the value of the question. So...
Okay, so what I'm hearing is we can pick an answer and just get it wrong and not be penalized. Or we risk it for the biscuit. Let me convince you that my bullshit is correct, because bullshit is bullshitting the way the bullshit should bullshit, and I get points.
Correct. And believe me, you will have... Once we get into it, you will understand. You will have plenty of opportunity to decide the bullshit. Anyway, so there's 3 of you. Give me 1 second.
Is there any way I can go, hey, let me convince you the reason why that person
say
is wrong and like steal points?
No, unfortunately not. You do have to be the one who is trying to answer, and then be the one to convince me. Also, I will say, in Jeopardy, you could kind of pick all over the board. I am going to require you guys to knock out, like, for any one category, you do have to go in order.
Yeah.
Oh, so you're not gonna let me jump from let's say psychology 50 to U.S. Navy Code 10.
You can. What I'm gonna say is, like, in order to get to Skyrim 20, you would have to get Skyrim 10 first.
Oh, okay.
But, like, if you're at Skyrim 30 and you don't like that, you can jump to a different category.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you just go down the list.
So what you're saying is you're letting us go from, so let's say Skyrim 30 gives me some bullshit I don't like, but Warframe 30, I might have a better chance at answering.
Only if you have answered Warframe 10 and 20 beforehand.
10, 20 beforehand. Okay.
Yeah, so you have to go down the columns, but you can jump around columns as much as you want.
Okay.
Anyway, I just rolled a random dice to decide who goes first, and Pal, congratulations.
Beautiful.
You have won, so you get to pick the first category for Let Me Convince You.
Okay. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun because now I get to act. I wasn't thinking I'd choose first, but now I'm like, which one do I want to knock out first?
Oh, more questions.
Whoops, nope, ignore that. That's the second category.
What?
Give me quantum. Oh, wait a minute. There's more questions. Hold on.
Look, that's round 2. You got a sneak peek for round 2.
I just saw
spoilers. What the fuck?
Not spoilers. Foreshadowing.
No.
Dragon leakers.
Anyway, Quantum Mechanics 10.
Something about Let Me Convince You.
Quantum Mechanics 10. The question is,
what is quantum mechanics?
The question for quantum mechanics for 10 points is, what is quantum mechanics? Here's the thing. I'm gonna count down to give you guys the first one, but in order to buzz in, just say the word buzz. Starting in 3, 2, 1.
Buzz.
Okay, I think that Pal barely beat Hardly to the punch.
Yeah.
Okay.
I heard Pal.
Okay, so quantum mechanics is, if I recall correctly, quantum mechanics is the no, I was about to say theoretical. No, it's not theoretical. The mechanical proven theorems and formulas that we utilize to essentially not explain the universe, but explains how certain things happen in the universe, such as like how we have the unifying theories for gravity, time, and like theory of relativity. I believe all of those, in a way, fall under quantum mechanics.
I'm gonna stop you and just say no.
Okay, cool.
Does it go to me?
Unless you can convince me, and then if you want to convince me, you can. Otherwise, it's going to Hardly.
Go for Hardly.
Okay, Hardly, what do you got?
Okay, easy. Plain and simple. Quantum mechanics, they're mechanics that are quantum.
That's not what I have written.
But am I wrong, though?
If you want to try and convince me.
Like, okay, it's in the name, quantum mechanics. What is quantum mechanics? They are mechanics that are of a quantum variety.
Hold on, say let me convince you, just because I want to establish one very specific thing.
Let me convince you?
Okay, go ahead.
This is great.
You want me to start over?
This is very game changer-esque, and I love it.
You are saying that they're mechanics that are quantum, right?
Yes, they are mechanics that are quantum.
Honestly, I'll take it. I said, whoops, I went back instead of, okay. The answer is confusing. Quantum mechanics are confusing. But they are mechanics that are quantum, so Hardly, I will put some points on the board for you.
Deep into it. Okay.
Here we go.
That's amazing.
I can't
that's amazing.
Okay. So now you guys have a really good idea of what this show's gonna be like.
Dude, that's great. That is the most like.
Oh no.
That's when you roll like one above the.
So
charisma.
Hardly, you got that question right. Do you want to continue down quantum mechanics or jump to a different category?
Let's jump to something else.
Okay, what do you want?
You know what? This is probably against my better judgment because I know almost nothing about Warframe, but let's do Warframe lore.
Warframe lore 410. I love this category. What is a Warframe?
It is a frame of war.
Who said buzz?
I'm buzzing.
I heard Sim say buzz first.
I forgot buzz.
Okay, Sim, what is a Warframe?
I just had this in my head. Fuck me. A warframe is something made out of from the void in Orokin technology.
No, that's not really what I have written.
I wasn't done.
I mean, okay, continue. Go ahead.
That have become machines for war crimes.
Okay.
Let me convince you.
Okay. Convince. Go ahead and convince me.
I say that they are machines made for war crimes, you have fucking things that control elements like their fucking chopsticks with very ease. They make the things Canada did.
So they're
Fucking, like bread and butter.
okay. So just to be clear, they're just your claim is just that they're war crime robots.
War crimes. No, they're sentient war crimes.
Nah, I'm sorry.
I'd like to buzz in. And
Okay.
convince you.
Okay. You don't have to convince me at first, pal. If you get the answer right, go ahead.
I just need to buzz in.
Sorry, Sam. You didn't convince me.
At their biggest bare bones, they are space ninjas.
Yeah, that's not what I have written.
Right,
I mean, you can convince me.
Let me convince you.
Okay. If not, it goes to Hartley.
What?
Okay, go ahead.
Harley? Okay.
You have.
They are space ninjas that are controlled by children, but they're the players' most amazing, powerful suit of armor. It is just a suit of armor.
Yeah, see, that's... I can't say that I'm too convinced by that. Hartley, your last chance. What do you got?
Okay. All right. So warframes, get this. They are frames, like picture frames, hand selected by Uncle Sam himself, drafted into service to go fight the good fight out on the battlefield to defend freedom. They are the warframes.
Also, not what I have written.
Damn it.
Do you want to convince me?
What? Okay.
Right now, for the record,
what happens if I fail to convince you?
You get negative points. So right now, you have 10 points, and both of your opponents have negative 10.
Okay.
Oh,
you know what?
I'll
pass on that.
Okay. Yeah. So a warframe is a robot.
Oh, that was such a sub-basic answer.
So nobody got that right. Hardly. It's back to you. Do you?
Oh, it is.
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Okay. Let's do. You know what? Let's do the U.S. Naval Code.
Okay.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna buzz in for this one because I don't know this shit.
U.S. Naval Code for 10. What is the purpose of the U.S. Navy?
Buzz.
Go ahead, Hartley.
The purpose of the U.S. Navy is to have boats. Am I right?
You might. There might be a little bit of convincing needed, but probably not much.
Okay. Ships that float. There we go. I'll elaborate.
Hi, Pixie.
Okay. You know what? I have water stuff, so I'll count it.
Sweet.
Wow. Darn it.
Wow. Okay.
I buzzed for that too.
I'm thinking like really fucking complex for this.
I'm
thinking the answers are utter bullshit.
Look, believe me, not all of them are utter bullshit. We'll get there eventually.
We are in like the 10 points category.
Which do you have another Hardly, it's still on you.
Oh man.
I'm honestly not trying to rig this, but
I think I'm just inside your head.
Maybe a little.
It seems rigged. You should put me and Pal up to positive 0 points.
Let's go with you know what? Let's continue down Naval Code.
Okay, continuing down Naval Code. On a ship, starboard means right, and port means left. What term was used before the word port came into use?
Buzz?
Go ahead, Hartley.
Okay. Uh-oh. We have a technical issue.
Oh, what's up?
Check the chat. Discord.
I'm just seeing
the group.
Hello?
Wait, which group?
I can hear you.
The one that we're in. He can't hear Palliser can't hear us speak.
I was right as that round ended, I was like, I tried to buzz before you gave me the answer, and I'm like, and then
okay,
just went quiet.
Sorry, I'll go ahead and
it's fine. It's fine.
No, I'll give it to you. You buzzed in first. If everybody else says that you buzzed in first, I 100% believe it.
I'll say he buzzed in first, so I relinquish.
Wait, for this one?
Didn't you?
I'm at the last one, but sure, I'll buzz in for this one.
You can have this one.
Okay, sorry for the confusion there. I do need to come up with a better buzzer system.
Geez,
I'm gonna work
wait a
on that.
minute. I just read the question. That's actually a really good question.
So if I buzz in, guess wrong, it doesn't affect me unless I say, "Let me convince you."
Correct.
Buzz.
Let him have it.
Okay. Okay, Hardly, you buzzed first, so what was your answer?
Oh,
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
go for it. Go
Sorry.
for it. Go for it.
You buzzed,
I was
and then
gonna
Sim
say
buzzed.
The before they started using port, they said left.
Yeah, that's not what I have written here.
Damn.
Sim?
This is probably majorly wrong, but for some reason I'm thinking poop deck.
Incorrect.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Pal, you got a thought?
Why is my kinky music playing?
Is that your final answer?
Okay. My
Sorry
buzz-in
for that,
answer is. It's. Would it? I want to say anchor side, but anchor there are sometimes anchors are on both sides, so that's not gonna work. I want to say, and he didn't say left. It's not aft. Prow, maybe?
No. Unfortunately not. Hardly, if you had tried to convince me, I think that using left would have been good. But the actual answer is larboard.
Larboard. Okay.
Yeah.
There used to
I
be
didn't know.
starboard and
Where I'm gonna
larboard,
be
but
fucking-
sometime during the 19th century, larboard fell out of favor in favor of port.
Huh.
Yeah. So not
Dude,
all
this-
of the
Alright,
questions are totally
Fuck
crazy.
out of me.
And whoops.
Oh,
I keep accidentally multi-clicking. Look, some people might have missed the first tease. I had to give a second one.
You just
Uh,
too click happy.
Hey, I
Yes.
don't think you showed the tease good enough. Can you do it again?
No, unfortunately,
This isn't a striptease, my
you're
guy.
gonna have to wait for the VOD to come out and go and click there. So,
You know.
Damn. Damn. Full.
Ayo
full
Clippers.
stop.
indeed. All right, so Hardly, I think that you still have
Oh my god.
control of the.
Oh, fuck
Oh, I
it.
guess he does. Yeah, no one got it.
Legend
Yeah.
of Zelda characters for 10.
Okay, this is gonna be hopefully one that anybody can get. Who is Zelda?
Buzz.
Buzz.
Whoa, that was.
I really liked what Pixie said. Was it Pixie or about what Rivers said about using soundboards?
Yeah, who
as
used the
buzzes?
soundboard?
That was me.
Okay, I'm gonna give it to you because I heard it come up first. Okay, go for it, pal. Who is Zelda?
Zelda is the female protagonist of the Legend of Zelda series.
That is correct. Zelda is the girl.
No, I fucking knew it.
Congratulations, pal. You're
The
back to
girl.
0, and you have control of the board.
Cool. Give me psychology for 10.
Okay. Psychology for 10. What is a Freudian slip?
Buzz. Wait.
Go ahead, pal.
Buzz.
All right, I have to remember that. I have to have the soundboard up because I really like that idea.
Yeah, I will take a
Freudian
soundboard. I watch the icon, so really it's whatever icon lights up first for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, a Freudian slip is when you say something but you mean something else because it was on your mind.
That is correct. It is when you say one thing but actually mean your mom.
Damn.
Give me psychology for 20.
Okay. Psychology for 20. Demonstrate your knowledge of reverse psychology by answering the following question. Are you having fun so far?
1, 2.
Oh,
Who
damn
did
it,
Taco
Harley
Bell?
beat me.
That was me.
Harley,
Okay.
That was Harley.
Okay. Go for it, Hardly.
I'm gonna say since it's reverse psychology, I'm gonna say yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. Having so much fun.
Well, thank you. I'm glad that you're having a fun time so far. But that doesn't, unfortunately, represent reverse psychology, so we're going to have to give it off to somebody else.
Dang.
And I forgot
take
who
it.
was... Okay.
It was me. I did the saxophone.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, go ahead,
Yeah.
pal.
So, reverse psychology. Well,
I'm not looking for a definition.
I know. See,
He's got to put the professor brain away. I can
I
hear
know.
it
I
in his
gotta
voice.
put the professor and the psych major brain away. I mean, I'm not having fun, but at the same time, I am. You see, like, I'm having a great time enjoying this, but at the same time, it's like I don't know what's happening. Do you know what I mean? Like, on one hand, I don't know what's going on, but at the same time, I am still enjoying myself. Like, if you were able, it's the same idea of like when you forget that where you're driving, but you're still enjoying the ride. So it's like,
So are you
am
having
I
fun?
enjoying myself? I believe I am, but at the same time, I don't know if I am.
I'm not fully convinced. You could try to convince me.
Let me convince you.
Okay. Okay, go
and
for it.
I'm willing to potentially take the -20 for this. I don't care. I don't know if I'm having fun, but do you believe I'm having fun?
You know,
Like,
this seems like some psychological tomfoolery, which is very fitting for the category, so I'll give it to you. The answer is no, which means yes. So congratulations. Pal, you have just pulled into the lead.
Wait, but I said no.
No, you said yes.
You said yes.
Ah, man.
It's BDSM.
Which means no.
No.
It's like BDSM.
But no.
Yes. Yes means harder. And pineapple means stop.
All right, pal.
I've been tomfooled.
Yes. Oh, what do I want to do? Give me Skyrim 10.
Okay. Hey, you.
Buzz.
Okay, Sim, go for it.
This could be a very interesting, quite a number of things.
Clock's
But
ticking,
hey,
Sim.
is it the you finally woken up? The intro. I can't remember word for word.
Oh, see,
But let me convince you.
Okay, go for it. You can convince me.
The words that come after a sudden dark thing of "Hey, you finally awoke," or "You're finally awake," and seeing a beautiful, beautiful blonde male next to a bound king is all that comes to mind.
You know what? You painted such a beautiful picture. I will give it to you. The answer that we were looking for is you're finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us and that thief over there.
All right.
Beautiful.
Yeah!
Beautiful.
But you painted such a beautiful picture of what that experience is, like first opening your eyes and seeing Rayloff right there, that I just got to give it to you. Like you are back to zero. Well done, Sim. You now have control of the board.
Cool. Rammstein is not fitting for this. What the fuck? I could fuck myself a bit here, but give me Legend of Zelda characters for 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
Legend of Zelda for 20. Who is this?
Buzz.
Go ahead.
Dang.
Who had the thing that sounded like a bunch of angry gremlins?
That was me.
Okay, pal, I think
Called
you
the
came through
brain fart
first.
aneurysm. This is Link. This is the male protagonist of Legend of Zelda. This is the boy.
That's correct. This is the guy.
The guy.
Good job, pal.
Like,
You got 20 points and are now it is your turn.
Bigger.
I'm
You
not
got
using
control
the
of the board.
soundboard, just an FYI. They're too loud for me right now,
You can adjust it.
and that's way too much.
Okay.
Understandable.
Fair enough. Understandable. Give me.
I'm gonna just start screaming at y'all.
That's fair.
Like, I want it to be louder than the fucking.
Give me U.S. Naval Code 30 because I want to challenge myself on this one.
All right, U.S. Naval Code 430. What is the 6th article of the Code of Conduct for members of the United States Armed Forces?
Yeah, no, I'm setting out for this one.
Wow.
That is very specific.
Let me think.
Hardly did I hear you buzz in, or?
Yeah, he did.
Okay,
Yes.
go ahead.
I
What?
did. Okay. It is the 6th article of the Code of Conduct for the members of the United States Armed Forces. It is the one that is after the 5th, but before the 7th.
And what are you might need to convince me.
Okay, let me convince you.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the code of conduct applies to everyone in the every person in the armed forces.
All right.
There's I forget how many of them. That was a long time ago for me.
Okay.
But they know how to count. I'm pretty sure. Last time I checked, they do.
Okay.
So I have to
Do
assert
they?
that the sixth one comes after the fifth, but before the seventh.
I mean, I just want to remind you, there are people who score like a 10 on the ASVAB. Are you sure that everybody in the armed forces can
This
count?
is true. This is true.
Nice.
I just-
Out of 10, they shipped them to the Marines.
They, those people. Listen, we don't need to worry about those people. They're happy. They're happy mooring ships and all that. But I rest my case. It is the one that comes after 5.
You know
and
what?
Before 7.
In spite of the fact that there is some debate on if Marines can count or not, a topic that I am not an expert on and therefore cannot speak to, I do have to confirm
Good Lord.
that 6 does come between 5 and 7. So I will give it to you, Hardly.
Yay.
Let's see, that was for 30.
Yeah. it
So,
was.
the actual answer is don't forget that you're an American.
So to jump on that real quick, because
It is-
my mod Luna threw it into my chat. So the 6th article of the Code of Conduct reads, "I will never forget that I am an American fighting for freedom, responsibility for my actions, and dedicated to the principles which made my country free." If you wanted the actual full word-by-word answer.
You know what?
Wow.
She put that
Wowie.
in there after the question was answered, by the way. I'm not cheating.
Yeah. But you
Uh-huh.
did actually. I looked it up, and I can confirm that is exactly what I read. I just thought it was funny that it starts with "Don't forget you're an American." Sim, for that
Yeah.
educational
funny.
bit of content, I'm gonna give you 5 points. No, you know what? I'll give you 15 for half of the points because you are behind everybody
yeah.
else. So,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
pretty
that's
points.
we've gotten into the point where it's very important for me to highlight. I am a fickle bitch, and I might just randomly distribute or take away points on a whim. So,
Yeah.
Be warned.
DM should.
Be warned. So yes, Hardly, I believe that you now have control of the board. You are
Yeah,
tied
you
with
get to
Pal
pick
for
again.
first.
Oh, really?
Yes, you are.
Mhm.
Goodness gracious. Well, I guess I better pick another subject that I know almost nothing about. Let's go Skyrim for 20.
Okay,
Ooh.
Skyrim 420. What is the maximum level that can be reached without upgrading any skills to the legendary rank? Okay,
Oh,
metal
motherfucker.
pipe.
Oh,
I am so sorry. There, Sim. I'm
It's
going
like
to choose a
he
different one
dropped
for you.
actual metal pipes.
I actually don't know this one, but I didn't actually.
Wait,
know
hold
this
on.
one. Right?
Rivers, are
Isn't it
we
level 100?
chat? Are
answer
we
is
still
a
seeing a
ruptured
white screen right
eardrum.
now, or can you see now?
What?
Well, my chat was telling me that
Uh,
there was a whiteout on the screen. I'm just double checking.
No, I can see
It
it.
looks
Oh
like it's
yeah,
still
no,
up.
mine looks
It
good.
looks like it's still there.
Okay, I looked at my monitoring monitor.
Yeah, no. If
'Kay.
you,
So
I recommend like refreshing the browser. Yeah.
yeah,
Maximum level that you can reach without upgrading any skills to legendary is, I believe, level 100.
incorrect, unfortunately.
No, I'm thinking of the skills themselves. Fuck.
Who had the next? That you are right, pal. Like each individual skill can be brought up to
Each
80, but
individual skill can
the
be brought
max
to
level
80,
of a
100,
character,
but the max level of the character is different.
which, to be fair, if
Mhm.
you is basically if you max out every skill to level 1 without resetting. So,
Mm-hmm.
did somebody else buzzed in? Sim, did you buzz in
No.
after?
No,
Okay.
I
He
didn't
was-
get
he
a chance
was-
with him. I
he
was
was-
processing
I wasn't sure if that was just
processing
your
my
ears
guess.
burning.
my ears.
Oh,
I apologize. I'm choosing a different one.
Hardly. Were you?
Well, I mean, it doesn't hurt to like try and take a stab at it, right?
No. You
Oh,
only
no,
lose
after-
points if you try to convince.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna say 99.
Incorrect. Sim, do you want to take a stab at it?
Dang.
Yeah, I'll take a stab at it. So it's a higher level than 100. I know that. No, it's either 150 to 200, or it's only level 90. but level 90 doesn't sound right, so I'm gonna go with 200, level 200.
Incorrect. Unfortunately, it is actually 81.
What the fuck?
81?
Yep.
Wow.
When the
I
legendary
played too much
edition,
on
That
it.
seems so arbitrary.
yeah. So here's the thing: you start out at level 1, and with the way that the skill scaling goes in Skyrim, you can achieve 80 more levels. With that scaling.
Interesting.
The introduction of the
Okay.
legendary rank in the legendary update, which was the last update before Skyrim Special Edition came out, made it so that you can make a skill legendary and then infinitely, well, not infinitely. I think that 250 is the new level cap, just because that's when the game stops calculating. But
Yeah.
it might be 255.
Yeah.
That would make sense programmatically speaking. But yeah.
Because like I have my character who's up at 255, so I'm like it's up there, but then I gotta remember I shove a fuck ton of mods into my Skyrim.
That is
Yeah.
that is I feel like that is the problem with every Skyrim player. You never know where the base game starts or where the base game ends and the mods start.
Dude, I started the game with mods.
Oh no.
Man, that's that's
Lordy.
spooky. Hardly, you have control of the board again.
Oh, I do. Oh, let's see. You know what? We haven't taken a trip to quantum mechanics in a bit, so let's go back to quantum mechanics for 20.
Okay, quantum mechanics 420. How do we know definitively where a quantum particle is? Okay, hardly.
We definitively know where a quantum particle is, that it is somewhere in space.
But how do we know definitively where it is? Well, I guess at this point you would have to convince me, because that is not what I have written down.
Because all things exist in
Wait,
space.
hold on. Are you convincing me?
Unless it is like a transdimensional.
Are you
particle.
convincing me?
I am convincing you.
Okay.
It is a particle that exists in this universe. Therefore, it exists like
I have
in
an
many
answer for
areas.
this. After the
Unfortunately,
question-
I'm not convinced.
Son of a gun. We're not friends anymore.
That's okay. That's okay. Go ahead, Sim. Or Sim, Pal.
no,
Which one? Pal was saying.
No, it was Sim. It was Sim.
I was saying I have an answer for this.
Okay.
After it's been answered from my because it's an answer from my chat. Okay, so this
I would allow it.
isn't my answer, but Ether goes by zooming it in all the way.
Unfortunately, that is incorrect. I will say there's actually somebody in my chat who already got it right.
Yes.
So, Pal, do you want to take a swig? Stab?
I do want to take a swing, but I feel like there's so many that you can't really tell where it is. But it's also that they're so plentiful, and it's like trying to find an atom. You kind of can't see it definitively because there's so many.
Unfortunately, not really what I got down. Unless you want to convince me. Okay, well, okay, I'll take that.
I'm not going to.
I'll take that as a no.
I'm not going to.
The answer is we don't.
The reason why I didn't go further, even though I know I could, is because I also have your stream up, and I'm like, oh,
yeah, fair enough.
Rivers, I can't really.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
You know what?
I'm gonna
Rivers
play
gets the
this
points.
fair.
Yeah, actually,
Rivers gets
no,
the 20
I
points.
have already written it down that Rivers is now on the board with 20 points. You know what? No, here's what's gonna happen. Chat, congratulations. You, if everybody else gets it wrong, but somebody else in chat gets it right, I will start giving points to chat.
I
That's
love
great.
this.
I'm sorry, I just
So
had to
congratulations,
throw
we
up
have fourth player chat in the mix now.
I'm sorry, but I had to
Wild
throw in my
cards.
brother's answer by zooming it in all the way.
No, you know what? Honestly, if you had tried to convince me, might have gotten the points on that one. Well, no, you wouldn't have.
Honestly,
You
I
wouldn't
thought
have.
about doing it because I know I won't get the answer, but it was like, hey, hear me out. Let me convince you by zooming it in all the way because I doubt we can see one in particular.
So the issue
Wait,
with quantum particles is actually like some questions may or may not touch on this in the future, but it's kind of confusing on if they exist or if they don't exist at any given time. The all of the mathematics about determining the position of quantum particles is probability. It is the probability of it being at any given point. And you usually just go with whatever point has the highest probability of containing that particle.
Interesting.
It's super big nerd stuff.
Big nerd.
That, you don't really know unless you're studying like physics or engineering or something
So
like
if
that.
chat wins, do we let the chat that won decide the next category?
No, I'm still gonna let I'm still gonna let Hardly pick just
That
to
was
make
hardly,
it easier.
Yeah, that was hardly.
Oh, I get to pick again.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's go for Legend of Zelda for 30.
Okay. Legend of Zelda for 30. Who is Sheik?
What the fuck?
Whoever. Sim, was that you?
Right.
Shotgun, and then I heard, what the fuck?
Okay, Sim.
That worked so well together. Oh my god.
So well.
What is the answer?
Who got?
Wait, who got it?
I
Who
think that
got
was
it?
Sim, wasn't it?
No, I'm not doing soundboards.
Oh, who did the shotgun effect?
That was me.
Okay, shotgun came in first. I thought that was one sound effect.
Yes, here.
Okay, so
No, I did the what the fuck.
shotgun got in barely first.
Okay.
The timing on it was perfect.
Who is Sheik?
Yes, that's the
girl.
question. That is correct. It is the girl.
Wait. Oh man. Dang, I thought you were gonna put the ninja.
My chat said a female ninja.
I mean,
No,
honestly,
it's
if you
girl.
had said like girl and then let me convince you, I probably would have been pretty easily convinced. Okay,
Would
pal,
not have been hard.
you got control of the board.
Okay, I have control of the board. Give me Warframe Lore 20.
Okay, Warframe lore for 20. What are Sentinels?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm fucked.
Shotgun?
Sentinels are voidborn, almost infestation aliens from deep space.
Yeah, I'm afraid that's not what I have written. You have an opportunity to convince me, otherwise,
I know.
gonna have to give it to somebody else.
Give it to someone else, but I might try to come back later.
Okay.
Because we can still do the let me convince you after someone else, right?
No, you have to do it after your turn.
Oh, fuck.
But
okay.
Sim, you already buzzed in.
Yeah, go for it.
Sentinels are
Oh, I'm stupid.
void creations
Oh my god, I had it wrong the entire time. Fuck.
and are near godlike in their abilities, but can still be killed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's also
I'm
not what
so
I have
mad at
written
myself.
here.
I'm so mad at myself right now. I know exactly. Fuck.
You know, I would love to try to convince you, but I'm lacking on the lore.
Can I
That's
please
fair,
try to convince you again?
Hardly, do you want to take a stab at it?
Well, all I really know about Warframe is that it is a game that has robots, so I'm going to assume that the Sentinels are also robots.
That is correct. The answer is robots.
Yeah.
No. The stupid thing is he's actually right. Sim, we were thinking about the Sentients, not the Sentinels. The Sentinels are the fucking companion things.
They are. Oh my god, you're right.
I made that
now.
realization
Oh my
after I
God.
answered, and I was like, wait, I'm a fucking idiot. God
When you
damn it.
play Warframe 2 good, but not
I'm gonna be
good.
honest, pal. If Hardly hadn't gotten
you just know
it,
too much.
I was going to throw it to you like as a one-off exception because I could hear in your voice that you figured out what was going on.
Exactly what it was.
But on that
Exactly what it
note, Hardly, it's you're up.
Oh my lord.
I can tell this game's kind of rigged.
No, it's not rigged. It's amazing.
I know.
Let's do. Oh Moses. Let's do.
Oh, Moses.
Let's do psychology for 30.
Okay, psychology 430. Provide an example of negative reinforcement. Talk about.
Okay, an example of negative reinforcement. So, okay. You're only the second worst person I know.
That is incorrect. You're going to lose some points.
Dang it.
Damn.
Why do I lose points?
Because you insulted me, and that hurt my feelings.
But I said you're not the worst.
You only get 10 points off because
Listen,
this is.
but I said you're not quite the worst.
Yeah, and that's why it's only minus 10 instead of minus 20.
You know what?
I'm gonna buzz in after Pal. If he doesn't get
Pal,
it.
you did a shotgun.
Yeah, the shotgun's gonna be my main. It's just a quick, easy, not loud. So for
Thank you.
you're welcome. I did not want to kill your eardrums again. There is another one I could use. So negative reinforcement. Let's say you remember the oh geez. Essentially, I'm trying to reinforce you by what you're wanting to do by not insulting you, but by making you sad and making you want to do it because you're sad. So, like, for example, hey, I want you to go in. How about you go and rob that bank for me?
I love the sound effect. It's not what I have written. It's not. It doesn't fall within the guidelines I have written down, unfortunately.
Could I give you some
I thought of a
negative?
better
Could I try and
answer.
convince you?
You said the magic words. Convince me.
Okay, I'm gonna try and convince you. You're going to give me these points.
That is correct. That is correct. You see, negative reinforcement is actually the removal of a positive reward, while most people think of negative reinforcement. What most people think of as negative reinforcement is actually considered positive punishment, the introduction of negative consequences. But negative reinforcement is actually removing a positive in order to disincentivize people from doing that. But Pal, you did convince me.
Before we continue, can I share mine? Because mine was gonna be a quote that I feel like would fit this.
Go ahead, hit me with it.
All right.
Oh, whoops.
Whoa, another tease.
Another tease for you guys.
Okay, and so
Just letting this slip.
the
Just whipping it out.
it was when a husband asked his wife, "Honey, tell me something that can make me happy and sad at the same time."
Oh no.
His wife looks at him and says, "You have the biggest dick out of your entire friend group."
That's a great one. That's a good
Okay,
one.
I'll give you a couple. I'll give you an extra 5 points for that.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
For the
That's a good
record,
one.
the point standing is currently. I'll give you like half the value of that category's point. So Hardly is at 40. Sim, you were at 30. Pal, you were at 110.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
All right.
I don't care if I lose this.
So
But I want to let y'all know the fact that the way I've gotten my points is utter bullshit, and I love it.
That's the point.
Hey, whatever gets you points, man. Pal, you have control of the board
Oh,
now.
man, I'm gonna lock in.
Give me psychology for 40, Willis.
Okay, psychology 440.
Maybe it's because I'm.
Oh,
not
whoops,
drinking.
nope. Remind
That's
me that
the wrong
U.S.
one.
Naval Code is still. We're gonna go U.S. Naval Code because I clicked on it and I don't want to keep track of that.
Okay.
How long did David Farragut serve in the U.S. Navy?
I know. Wait, we can guess and not lose without
Correct. Yes.
convincing, right? Buzz.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna say 9 to 12 years.
Incorrect.
Okay, that's fair.
Unless you want to convince me.
No.
Okay,
I'd like to buzz.
go ahead.
He served in the Navy for a certain span of his life for a certain amount of years.
You might need to try and convince me, otherwise I'm gonna have to go with no.
I'm gonna try and convince you.
Okay.
As we perform our jobs, like for example, what we do on a daily basis, whether it be a 9 to 5 or whatever, we are there for a certain amount of time and potentially a certain amount of years. In this case, he did serve in the U.S. Navy for a long time, or potentially short if he died.
I
So
am.
in a way, he did serve in the U.S. Navy for some years.
I'm going to say no. I'll explain why. I'll explain why after the answer is revealed.
Yeah,
I am going to have to
Go
say
for it.
no.
Okay, that's fine.
Go ahead, Hardly.
Okay, so David Farragut. I know he was an admiral, a rear admiral, if I recall correctly. Had a ship named after him. Believe he served during like the World War II era. But I might be wrong on that. I might be thinking of Nimitz. I'm gonna say so. He to make it to admiral, you have to serve for a good chunk of time. I'm gonna say he was in for 30 years.
Incorrect unless you want to convince me.
I mean,
and even then you might be wrong.
It's an arbitrary number, so not arbitrary, but it's a number. I don't know what the number is, so I'm not gonna try to convince you. But if I was to stab at it.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no unless you actually want to do the convince me route.
No, I'm not gonna try and convince you.
Okay.
I can't afford to lose more points.
For the record, you were getting him confused with Nimitz.
Okay, I was getting confused with Nimitz.
Hey guys.
Yep.
Is there a way that we could pause this? My roommate just texted me that there's food. So
Yeah.
I can pause.
Did you
long
bring
enough to
any
go
for
grab
us?
food. I can bring some for you guys and shove it through my camera and force feed you.
As long as you
Just
give us
send it
food,
standard mail.
as long as you give us food, it's fine.
Cool. All right. I also entrust my chat to you guys, so have fun, entertain them.
Okay,
They're
we're gonna do
chaotic
that.
little misfits like I am.
I
so.
refuse.
Perfect.
All right, chat. You heard him. Go for his ankles.
Yep.
So the answer.
My ankles.
The answer is 60 years, by the way. I'm just going to cover this while Sim is gone.
Wait.
He enrolled at the age of 9. He served starting in the Revolutionary War. His father was a sailor.
I was thinking.
He technically joined the Revolutionary Navy at the age of 9 and was an admiral he died still serving as an admiral. The last war that he was involved in was the American Civil War. So up until his death, he was a part of every single U.S. military engagement. And the only reason, pal, that I didn't give it to you is you were just saying, like, look, we all have jobs that we spend a certain amount of time at.
Yeah.
Not all of us are in the same job from age 9 until we die.
You're not wrong.
It was one of those ones where I was like, it was going to go either way, but at the end of the day, you were winning, so I deducted you points.
No.
As soon as I said I might be thinking of Nimitz, it clicked in my head that, like, oh, wait, no, I think Farragut was in the Revolutionary.
Yeah, Farragut was in, like, a lot of the U.S., like, Navy stuff. He was...
I will briefly say this. Chat did say 59.
I did see that. I was going to give... I am going to give it to chat, actually, because 59 is close enough. So, even if they're looking it up, whatever.
Yeah.
Good job, chat. You're up to 60 points.
I guessed
you are
half the
officially...
number.
Oh my god, chat is in second place.
Yep.
Also, Sima is getting lost 5 points.
Can
for forcing us to
I get
pause.
pity points for knowing that Farragut was an admiral?
Sure. I'll give you what... I think that's typical is half for interesting stuff. So congratulations, you're now tied with chat. Who had control of the board last? Was that Pal?
That was me. Me.
Well, when Sim gets back, I'm also going to say, I know I anticipated this taking like an hour to an hour and a half.
Nope.
It's been almost an hour, and we're not even through category
an hour.
1. So I might...
Sorry. It's been an hour that you've been streaming, but we've only been playing this for like 45, 50 minutes.
Yeah. So I might start speeding up the questions just to get through them a little bit quicker.
Okie dokie. Artichoke.
It's fine. We can take our time. Unless you got a thing to do.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The category was supposed to be psychology anyways. So...
Exactly.
Hey, pal, do you want to go psychology for 40 next? I won't click it until Sim gets back.
Yeah. Yes, I would.
Actually, wait, hold on. Give me a second. I need to tune in. I should have
All
been
right, your
doing this
second's
anyways.
Time's up.
Damn. Okay.
You had 1 second. You only asked for 1 second. You only got 1 second.
That, you know what? That's fair.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Hang on, I need to, but I do need to do something. Which I should have been doing in the first place. It was just an oversight.
So I'm gonna force you guys to do something that my chat said.
And what was that?
Which is?
Hydrate, stretch, and check your posture.
Oh, yeah.
I did. I actually just did. I just stood up, took a sip of my water bottle, and yeah, I did do
Yeah,
it.
I've been sipping on water the whole time.
Fair enough.
I am very. Did you answer my text or my question about? Okay, you did say totally up to me. Cool. So then, I'll wait till we finish the round before I go and get myself.
Yeah, if you guys want to eat or drink
Beverages.
while we're doing this as contestants, like go ahead. I'm not
Okay,
your
that's
dad.
I'm
Fair
kind
enough.
of tempted to open up a drink.
But if I
Wait,
were
you're
your
not?
dad,
A drink.
no. Do I look? Sorry, another sneak peek. Do I look like I went to the store to get milk and cigarettes to you?
Dragon?
Maybe.
Anyway, it's psychology for 40 next, so we're going to jump into it. Wait, is Pal here?
Ooh, yes, I am here. Yes, I am.
Okay. Question. What are biopsychosocial factors?
Biopsychosocial factors. Damn, I like that. That was a cool one, Hardly.
Okay, Hardly.
What are biopsychosocial factors? I don't know.
That is not what I have written down here.
Dang it.
If you want to try to convince me, you can.
Convince you that I don't know what they are.
Hey, you have an opportunity. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to decide. 3,
I yield.
2.
Two.
Okay.
Okay. Shoot. I highlighted.
Okay. Music Man.
All right. Biopsychosocial factors. God, that is such a fun thing to say. Are factors that impact you. That impact your life across all 3 spectrums of biology, psychology, and socially. They are factors that span and coagulate all into one.
I'll give you that. They're biological, psychological, and social factors that affect a person's physical and mental well-being, which I think is pretty much what you were saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'll give that to you. Congratulations, you earned back the points that you lost from...
When you actually break down the word, that makes a lot more sense.
I was really...
It's really
So, I'm actually...
easy.
I'm going to shout out Pixie here because I actually asked her for some help with the psychology questions.
Mm-hmm.
I think this one... Yeah, she helped me with 2 of them. But this was one that she provided me, and I loved it because I really hoped that somebody would say factors that are biological, psychological, and social, which I would have given the answers for. So, but yeah, okay.
I
Pal?
have control of the board. Do I knock it out? We're gonna do it.
I also want to go. Hey, Teal, I should get a point because you didn't ask if I was back before slamming a question down my throat.
You're right. I'll give you back the
heard
5 points I
you.
stole from you for leaving.
Thank you. I had a feeling you did some tomfoolery.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay. You said you're gonna knock out psychology?
We're gonna knock out psychology. Give me psychology 50.
Okay. What are the 3 types of ADHD?
Wait, there's more than one?
Sam, you buzzed in. I'm gonna consider that your buzz.
No, wait, no, wait.
What are the 3 types?
Wait, no, wait.
It's too late now.
No.
Well, that's not what I have written down here, but you can try to convince me if you want.
It was at this
Because
moment
you-
that he fucked up.
I'm gonna ask this. If I try to convince you, can I not lose points since I was asking a question because I genuinely didn't know there was 3 types?
I'll take that into consideration.
Because I also had a mouthful of food at that point.
That
Do you
sounds like
wanna-
a personal problem.
Do you want to try and convince me? It's up to
I
you.
don't know. I didn't even buzz in.
Fair enough. I think we're gonna have to go to somebody else for this one.
Yeah, go ahead.
Whoever's womping.
Shaking
me.
my head.
That's me.
Okay, go ahead. What do you have?
The 3 types of ADHD are attentive, inattentive, and combined.
Real close. Real close.
Wait. No, it's not combined. Fuck. Attentive, inattentive, and
I'm afraid unless you want to convince me, we're gonna have to move on. You gave your one answer.
yeah. Damn it.
Go ahead.
That was mean. That was
Hardly.
fucking mean.
So I'm gonna say attentive, inattentive, and passive, even though that's probably the same thing as inattentive. Conjoined. Conjuring.
You can try and convince me if you want.
Condensation.
Are you gonna try and convince me? Are you gonna try and convince me?
Contemplative. Campbell's condensed
Look,
soup.
are you going to try and convince me? You need to answer this
chili con
question.
carne.
You're not.
No, no,
Okay.
I'm not gonna try.
The answer then was attentive, inattentive, and stay up until 5 a.m. working on a quiz show for Twitch streamers.
Okay.
Attentive,
Teal.
inattentive,
Okay.
and hyperactive.
Hey, Teal, can I address the elephant in the room?
Sure. What's up?
Were you staying up till 5 a.m.?
Look, I mean, if you don't stay up till 5 a.m., it's really hard to stay up till 7 a.m. So,
Fair enough.
anyway,
Also, I would like to request a +1 point for the emotional damage I just had for that.
I think you should remove points. Really rub salt on the wound.
I think he might need some convincing for that.
yeah, you might need some.
Can I barter the point on a dice roll?
I'll allow it.
What would you like me to roll?
No, what would you want me to roll? I have my entire set in front of me.
Cool. I was just about to pull out my d20. So,
Okay, cool.
I say 10 and above, I get a point. 10 and below, I don't.
Cool. It was a 16. You get a point.
Yes.
But you did specify a point, so I'm gonna give you 1.
That's fine.
Okay.
North.
There we go.
Do I still have control of the board?
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's North.
I lost
You know what?
track.
He's behind. I'll let it be. Yes, pal.
What?
You have control of the board.
Wait, what? Hold up.
Actually, North brings up a really good point.
Yeah, he does, but he said he'd let it be because he's in last. It's okay.
Sim is even behind chat, so I'm gonna let it slide.
Okay.
Pal, I need an answer.
What?
What's
which
next
one
for the board? Yeah.
Next, we're gonna go with. We haven't come back here in a minute. Quantum mechanics 30.
Quantum mechanics for 30. What does it mean when a particle is in a superposition?
We're all just clamoring for the bit to answer this one.
I'm gonna count to 5, and if nobody has answered, then I'm just gonna. Okay, Taco Bell. What is it?
Particle that is in a superposition. It is like a normal position, like every other position, but it is super.
It might take a little bit of convincing.
I ain't got it in me, Chief. I'm gonna be like keep me on the bench, Coach. I thought I was ready for the big leagues. I'm not ready for the big leagues. Just keep me on the bench.
It would take a little bit of convincing.
Okay, fine. Let me convince you.
Okay, convince me.
It is a particle. Particles exist, right? We can all agree particles exist. They're in a position that is superior.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I really liked the answer. I really liked the answer. It's just not what I had written down. So you had to convince me for me to actually consider it.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a particle that is both in phase and non in phase at the same time.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have gotten that.
Okay.
Which is part of why it's so difficult to determine where it is.
I'm realizing bullshitting my way through this is probably how I'm going to stay alive.
No, in case it's not very clear, you all need to bullshit your way through these.
Yeah, for some
Because
of
it's
them, yeah.
incredibly random if I'm actually providing a genuine answer or making up bullshit.
Fair enough.
Because
you got the board.
reasons. Anyway,
Yeah,
I do.
at most this first page.
you might make it up in the next half.
Yeah, the next one has double points.
Let's go back to Legend of Zelda.
Okay, Legend of Zelda characters 440. Who is this? Taco Bell.
It is a very ancient goat man.
I might need a little bit of convincing.
Okay, let me convince you.
Okay, go ahead.
He is a now deceased goat man from ancient Hyrule who met Zelda once and also lost his arm.
You know what? You did mention the important parts, and that was that he is a guy and somebody covered in fur. So I'll give it to you.
Yay!
Can I counter?
You know what?
Counter one thing.
Yes, go ahead.
He's not a goat. He has human feet. He is a
Okay.
humanoid.
Ooh.
He is a humanoid.
That-
Look at his feet. There are no
But I did
hooves.
say, okay, hold on a second. I said goat man. I did not say he was a goat. I said he was a goat man.
At first, you said he was a goat.
I said he was. Roll
And
it
then
back.
my audio might have cut out.
He is a goat man. That is part. He is part goat, part man.
You know what? I'm kind of split on how to do this, so I'm just going to give half of your points to Sim. Or half of the points for this question. Half of the points for this question.
I'm gonna shit.
Okay. You have control. You still have control of the board, though.
Do I want it though? Fuck it.
Probably.
Warframe 30.
Okay. What caused the fall of the Orokin?
Nope.
Okay. Squash.
The school. The fall of the Orokin happened because of the infested takeover. The infested takeover,
That's
which is essentially the biological takeover of everything, including robots.
that's not what I have written down here. I'm sorry.
Could I take a little bit of convincing?
You can try and convince me.
Convince you? The reason why the Orokin fell was because they went to war and lost.
Buzz.
I'm gonna give you one chance to elaborate, pal.
The infested. They were fighting. They lost the war against the robots.
Okay, you know what, pal? That's what I needed. It was in fact robots.
Dude, it's the past 3 fucking questions are fucking Warframe with robots!
Man, it's almost like there's a theme here. Oh, whoop, nope, ignore that.
What? Huh?
I don't even know which one that was. Oh, I think
I don't even.
I don't know
either.
which one
I
that
think
was.
that might have been.
I don't know either, but we'll find out in a minute because I want Warframe for 40.
Okay, Warframe 440. What is the origin of the Infested?
The origin of the Wait, hold on. I gotta buzz it. Hold up.
All right, groovy buzz. Go for it.
The origin of the Infested were the Orokin trying to essentially evolve themselves, which caused them to turn their the Infested originally started by turning themselves into biological suits, hardened suits of armor, which then turned into warframes, which then caused them to turn into robots.
I'm afraid that's not what I have written here. Unfortunately,
Really?
that you informed me of what the Infested led to, but not what the origin of the Infested are. So unless you want to convince me, then we're gonna move to Sim. Did I hear you buzzing?
Yes.
Okay.
Go for it.
I'm just gonna fucking confidently slam my hand on my table.
Okay.
Robots!
That is correct. It is robots. You see, the Infested, and here's the thing: the Infested were created by the Orkans specifically to fight against the Sentinels. Therefore, if it weren't for the robot invasion,
robots.
the Infested would have never
Not
been
the
made.
Sentinels, the sentients.
So far,
I wasn't expecting to get that right.
well, you clearly, sorry, sneak peek again. Clearly, you haven't learned enough about me yet. So, go ahead, Sim. You have control of. You got the question
Fuck it,
right.
let's knock out Warframe for 50.
Okay. Warframe 450. Are you ready?
Yes.
What was the name of the ship that was involved in the void jump accident that caused the children that survived the incident to be from the first Tenno?
Oh fuck! I just heard this yesterday.
I knew you would also you would flip it with an actually lore related. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, I'm set out.
know?
I really enjoyed coming up with this category.
Confidently, like trigger and be like robots until I read it. I was like, oh wait, hold on.
Yeah. Fuck. I'm trying to remember.
I still haven't heard anybody buzz in yet.
I know. Hold on. I'm thinking.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 more seconds.
Buzz.
Okay. Go for it.
Oh, I'm trying to remember. It's the Lorian Void class jump ship, I believe.
That is the class of ship, I believe, but it is not the name
class
of
of
the
ship, but it
actual
isn't the ship.
vessel. So unless you want to try and convince me.
Nah,
Okay.
I'm good. Keep me on the bench, Chief. Ether, you fucking smartass. He's sitting here counting down in my chat.
Okay. 4, 3, 2, 1. So the answer is actually the Zaraman the Zaraman 10-0.
Yep. It was on the tip of my tongue. I was on the tip of my tongue. I just couldn't
I will say
dial it.
there were a lot of good avenues to convince me that the answer was robots.
Oh yeah.
So I'm gonna give that to Chad actually,
Yeah,
because
they
somebody
did say
said robot shit
robot
number
shit,
2,
too.
and I like that. So thank you, Dako.
But did I get the legitimate class of that ship
I
right?
believe so. I believe so.
Yeah, you did. I think you did. Yeah.
Oh, you know what, Zim? I'll give you 10 points for that. That was actually pretty impressive to pull that out.
Because, like,
I'll give you half
don't
points.
remember the name, but I was like, oh, I remember what the ship is.
Yeah, I'll give you half points for that.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Hold on. What point? How many points am I at this
Currently,
point?
the point standing is that Hardly has 70. Sim, you have worked your way up to 116.
What the fuck?
And Pal is at 140.
Okay.
Also, Chat is also at 110 right now.
Okay.
I have legitimately bullshitted my way through this the entire way, and I love
Hardly,
this.
you are so far ahead of everybody. What happened, man?
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you what happened. We need to stop for a sec because I gotta pee really bad.
Okay, fair enough.
Actually, I'm valid. I will join you on that one.
Yeah. Okay.
Same here. Everybody take a bio break.
We'll take a temporary break here, everybody.
That's fucking great, dude.
I am glad that this is as entertaining as I hoped it would be. I gathered specifically a group of people here, like all of these people. I'm gonna share their socials again at the end of this both chats. But like I invited this group in because I just really felt like this would be the right group to do this with and would just be so much fun. So I'm glad that you're all enjoying this.
Because I started off this game at -10. I have bullshitted and bartered my way to, what, 116?
Yeah.
I'm back.
Yeah.
And that's why they call me the fastest pisser in the West.
Give me 1 second. Tim, what are the numbers after your... Give me a second. I can actually look at that. I have your stream
It
open.
should be just 09.
Okay, it's just 09.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Pal sent me a message that I missed earlier to update my Steam title to have you guys be credited, which you guys deserve because you're funny.
Luna, could you credit them, please, even though they were credited in the Discord?
And then Pal is 17, if I recall.
I can look real quick if that'd help.
Wait, hold on. I was smart. Yeah, Pal is 17. Well, I put it in the opening slide, so
yeah,
I can't confirm. Okay, and updating.
Are you putting it in the stream title?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done. Okay.
Okay, well, we're waiting to do this. I'm gonna change up my music.
Fair enough. Luna, yeah, hardly is hardly 91. I just updated the stream title, so you should be able to pull it from there. Very funny guy. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna do clever names for you guys when I introduced you, but then we were like in it. Hardly's fun. He
Imagine trying to be clever.
He plays games and does art. He is multi-talented.
Yeah, I do a little bit of the game and a little bit of the art.
He's also very good at games, which means that that's two things that he streams that he's better at me than.
Ah, Lord.
No, I did.
Pull the nose out of my ass.
We did.
You little brown noser.
Look, I did technically beat you when we did our 1v1 Armored Core. 6.
You know what? It was off stream.
Yeah, it was off stream, so I can't prove it.
Where's the credit?
But I did. I beat you like.
Also, you came at me with like end game freaking
Look.
like gear, and I was barely mid game.
Look.
I still need to get back into Armored Core.
I want to play Armored Core.
It's I love it.
It's fantastic. I would highly recommend it. I
Really
loved
good.
it.
If you
so far into it,
if you like mecha games, it is one of the mecha games, like one of the top ones. Not the joke, like one of the ones of all times. It is genuinely good.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I have found out that there are two people when it comes to mech games. There are the ones who like Armored Core and Gundam and kind of the more fast-paced stuff, and the people who prefer things like BattleTech and stuff like that, where they're like, I just want slow, clunky robots. So if you're slow, clunky robot, maybe not your thing, but if you are fast Gundam robot, Armored Core is
Gundam Transformer.
You'll love Armored Core.
Like we played Mecha Break when it was in beta, and I am so excited for that game.
I
have Mecha Break, but I haven't touched it yet.
No, it was only in an open beta, but it is a phenomenal game.
I did play the beta. I'm getting confused with something else that I just got. No, I did play the beta from Mecha Break.
Something that might come across you wrong. I think the newer variant, the newer beta of Steel Hunters is very mid to low tier now.
I have not touched it yet, but I know that
I haven't touched it either.
I know that they changed a lot. I know that they changed a good bit.
They took away Taurus.
I'm gonna pull this back in.
We're gonna rein it back in.
Yep. To get through these questions, because at this point, this stream might end up actually taking all 3 hours of like a standard stream time. I'm not angry about it.
No,
but I'm glad people are enjoying it, so I'm gonna keep going.
Exactly.
Honestly,
wait, people are enjoying this.
Chat, sound off if you're enjoying this. Chat, either type something positive or negative about this in chat if you are enjoying.
Yes.
And with that,
I just heard a gunshot.
How? Oh.
No, it was Sim.
Sim, that's right.
Okay?
Sim.
Yeah, I just heard a gunshot in the distance.
Oh.
No, wait, for real? Like, actually?
Yeah, for real. No, like, legitimately.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we good? Do we need to stop?
Okay.
Listen, I do desk pops every once in a while. My bad.
Man, keep those gun pop or those desk pops under control.
Energy overtook me.
Okay, so Sim,
we got away with it.
What category would you like to select?
Let's go Skyrim for 30.
Okay, Skyrim for 30. Across all editions, how many? Oh, no.
A lot.
Oh, Sim got it.
What?
Hang on, I goofed.
So much happened.
What happened?
So much happened.
I gave the okay. Hey, across all editions of Skyrim, how many mods are?
I didn't even need to see the answer to know that answer. There's a lot. I will give you even a base number for how many more. There are thousands.
You know what? I goofed there, and Sim got it right, so I'm gonna give the points to Hardly since he's behind.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yay! I'll take them.
Okay.
Celebratory bell.
So Hardly, you have control of the board now.
Wow. Wow.
And guys, it's a
one time I'm leading.
You're not
Let's
leading. Pal's still
go.
leading.
No,
That
I'm
said-
leading the
Go.
board.
Oh yeah.
U.S. Naval Code for 50.
Okay, U.S. Naval Code for 50. The number 5, 8,
Oh my
9,
God.
12, 14, 20, 23, and 25 are the only numbers that, when spelled out in English, contains its correlating letter to the Latin alphabet. That means that there are a total of 8 numbers that have this trait, with 8 being one of the numbers within that set. 4 out of 5 letters in the word 8 are letters that actually correspond to one of the numbers of that initial group. E equaling 5, I equaling 9, H equaling 8, and T equal 20. So 4 or 5 letters, 4 plus 5 equals 9, also like 9 is also one of the letters or numbers contained within that set. 5 and 9 are both 4-letter words with an I and in the second position and an E in the fourth position. And both I and E are letters that are contained within that initial set. While 5 doesn't have any additional letters within that set because F and V are not part of it. The word 9 contains 2 N's, which both correspond to 14. And 14 is an 8-letter word. Why is this question in this quiz? Who farted?
Buzz.
Okay, I'll take the fart.
That was I farted. Okay.
Oh, the fart I'll take.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say this isn't a question. For one, I'm gonna say the question is in the quiz because you put it in the quiz.
Do you want to convince me of that?
I'm gonna convince.
Okay, go ahead and try and convince me.
I'm gonna convince because you told me this stupid thing the other freaking day, and I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just more just like random babbling nonsense that you always just spew out. And I should have known there was a ploy, there was a plot, there was a reason that you wouldn't just totally bring it up unprompted. So you just put it in, just to screw with people, just to throw us off.
I'm
no
going.
idea what has anything to do with.
Hold
naval
on,
code.
stop talking. I'm gonna give it to you. Because you did say you just threw it in randomly, which is true. This was not my initial plan for U.S. Naval Code 50. So I'm going to give it to you because, yes, I did throw it in just to fuck with you. But the answer is hardly, do you want to go to Sonic 3 with Staccato and I while he's in town? You never actually gave me an answer on Friday. When I first brought this popped up.
You weren't paying attention. You know what?
Hold on.
That's all I have to say about that.
I'm just gonna say this, and if I get points for it, that's cool. The funny thing is, another group of my friends this morning asked me if I wanted to go see that later this fucking week.
Did you give them an answer?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? He gets half your points now, Hardly.
I'm gonna shit. The sound of me shitting IRL.
Dude, Teal, that's fucking beautiful. Throw the most bullshit, brain confusing, hurting
here's the thing.
question just to go, hey, you didn't give me a fucking answer.
Here's the thing, Sim. Hardly was right. I did actually say this exact same ramble to him on Friday, and I ended that version on Friday with, and you're probably wondering why I was thinking about this. And the reason why I was thinking about this was, do you want to go and see the Sonic 3 movie with Staccato and I? So it ties back into that. This was set up perfectly for him to get the actual correct answer.
Okay, in my defense, Staccato threw a Gundam at me, and listen.
That's fair. That's fair. You were distracted.
That took over my brain.
But your answer specifically was all of that just to ask me if you wanted to go see the Sonic movie. And that's why I forgot if you actually gave an answer, because you were so confounded
I'm pretty
that
sure I did.
Probably. But this was funnier. Anyway, Hardly, you still have control of the board now. It's a very close game.
Okay.
You're all within 10
Ooh-wee.
points of each other now, except
Let's
for Chad.
go.
Chad is now lagging behind.
Can I
Let's go
I summon
legend.
Pot of Greed to yoink the control of the board?
I summon. No.
Oh, sorry, he summoned no. I'm gonna have to let Hardly stick with it.
Yep. He pulled out the counter spell. Yeah. Yeah.
What do you got, Hardly?
Legend of Zelda for 50. It's my only shot.
Okay, Legend of Zelda 450. Who is this?
Buzz.
Okay, Taco Bell got it first.
It's a girl dragon in Zelda.
That's correct. It is the girl. Ignore the typo.
Can I counter with a more constricted answer?
No. The answer was the girl, and
Did you just straight up forget to write in the answer?
I wrote in the girl specifically as the answer, which is why I'm giving it to you. I don't know what happened. I got a typo happened somewhere, but I'm giving you the points.
Is there any way I could say my answer to try and get some points?
What was your answer?
It is from the new game. I don't remember the name of the newest Zelda, but it is from the new game after I believe she drinks a dragon's tear, and Zelda is that dragon.
Wow, spoilers, Zim. Negative points for that one.
Hey!
Mm.
You threw it on there!
I just said it was the girl, because it's the girl dragon. All the other dragons are male. Jeez. Come on, Sim.
Don't give me negative points. I was like legitimately answering it. This is like the one thing on this entire thing that
Anyway, Hardly, you have control of the board.
Waha!
Let's go.
Let's go. Quantum Mechanics 40.
Quantum Mechanics 440. Do quantum physicists know what they are doing?
Buzz.
Go ahead, Sim.
Yes and no.
That is correct. They are in a superposition of both knowing and not knowing at the same time.
I just had a bullshit answer.
Yeah, no, yeah, that's it.
Okay, Sim, you now have control of the board. There are 3 questions left.
1 second, I got set in a point. Important voice message.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that was 1 second. Come on, buddy.
I can, but she's not here, pal. Anyways.
Come on, I didn't...
Yeah, she's not here! Anyways, Skyrim for 40.
Okay.
Skyrim 440. What platform has exclusive rights to Skyrim Very Special Edition?
Buzz.
Go ahead, Sim.
I believe it's PC.
That is incorrect, unfortunately.
Then I know what it is. God damn it.
Anybody else want to,
It's obvious, guys.
Okay.
Might as well just say I'm Microsoft.
In
Xbox, I mean.
Incorrect. Do you want, like, incorrect. You guys can try to convince me if you want.
I buzzed.
Okay, go ahead.
Is it PC? Sorry, PC, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch?
That's incorrect. That's not what I have written down. No convincing? So, you guys, I think, are thinking of Skyrim Special Edition. Skyrim Very Special Edition is exclusive to the Amazon Alexa.
Wait.
What?
Huh?
That exists?
If you had... This was a joke product that was actually announced at one of Bethesda's conferences back in, I think, like 2016, 17, something like that. I think 18. Where they launched a version of Skyrim Very Special Edition, where you can tell Alexa, hey, Alexa, play Skyrim Very Special Edition, and she will give you a narrated version of Skyrim.
Well,
it is an actual product that you can
There's
play
an Alexa.
for the few of you out there who still have an Amazon Alexa.
Okay. There is an Alexa over in my house. Chat, if you guys want to see a video of it, I will get it tomorrow and I will put it in the Discord.
Bethesda also does have actual promotional material for it that it's very funny to watch.
wow.
So yeah. Hardly, you are still in control of the board.
Wait.
Was that? No, that was Sam.
Oh, Sam, you are still in
I was
control of
gonna
the
say,
board.
I don't.
You keep forgetting me, bro.
Get to pass it around
Who are you?
like a freaking. Oh my god.
Sam, technically you're in... Oh, no, you're 4 points away from Hardly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'll
you have
take
control of the
Skyrim
board.
for 50.
Skyrim 450. The Skyrim main theme is sung in the Dragon Tongue.
Buzz.
What are they singing about?
Buzz.
Sim?
The coming of the Dragonborn or the legend of the Dragonborn. And if you want me to be technical, the coming of the Dovahkiin and the legend of the Dovahkiin.
I might need some convincing.
It. The
Do
reason
you want
why
to
I
convince
say
me?
that, I'm going to convince you.
Okay, go ahead.
And the reason why I say this is because there are multiple different bards that'll sing the English version of the main menu song throughout Skyrim. And it is the Tales of the Dovahkiin and the Legend of the Dovahkiin, which some will differentiate which one it is. But they almost line up together in some parts.
I'm sorry, Sim. I am not convinced.
What if I give you a 90 cheese wheels?
Yeah,
to
you had
heal
your
health?
chance.
God damn it!
Anybody else want to buzz in? Okay, shotgun, let's go.
I yield.
Yeah, you better. I have the shotgun out for a reason.
I did think I heard Taco Bell first, but I'm scared.
I was about to click. and then
Skyrim
I
main
heard the shotgun.
theme is sung in the dragon tongue, and they're singing about the coming of their. In the case of dragons, they are singing about both their offspring and their end being the dragonborn, which is also the player.
That is incorrect, unless you want to try and convince me.
No, I don't.
Okay, Hardly.
All right. Okay. The answer is in the Dragon Tongue they are singing about things relevant to Skyrim, and also at the same time saying, "God damn it, Todd Howard."
It isn't what I have written. You can try and convince me.
That's pretty good, actually.
Okay. Let me convince you.
Okay, go for it.
God damn it, Todd Howard.
You know what? That's actually pretty convincing. I think I'm gonna give it
Yes.
to
Yes.
you. The answer is they're singing about the prophecy of Alduin's coming as written on the Alduin's wall in Skyhaven Temple. Sim, I understand what you were thinking of, but that song is actually not the translation. It is actually like the full prophecy that was included in both the announcement trailer for the game as well as on Alduin's wall. And there is actually an English.
Still going on a good little.
Yeah,
though.
when I said convince me, I really just wanted you to mention Alduin, but as soon as you started to mention songs that bards were singing, I'm like, oh no, we're getting farther away, unfortunately.
I haven't gotten to that part in this current playthrough. All right, I'm waiting until I'm overpowered so I can just slap him across the face.
Okay.
This playthrough, which means you missed it in the previous ones.
No.
He hasn't gone there in the previous ones either. All right, Hardly, you are.
Oh my god, let's lock it in. Quantum Mechanics 50.
Okay,
Oh,
Quantum
Jesus.
Mechanics 450. A cat is put in a box that is connected to a mechanism that reacts to a quantum particle. If the quantum particle is in phase, the mechanism will release a deadly gas that will kill the cat. If the particle is not in phase, it will halt the flow of gas. However, since the particle is in a superposition until observed, the mechanism would, in theory, be active and not active at the same time. When you open the box, would the cat be alive or dead?
Buzz.
Go ahead, Buzz. Sim.
Damn.
Yes and no. For the factor of if it's in phase and it will do it, and if it's not in phase,
Hold on.
it won't do it.
Are you
or
trying
the
to-
other way.
The yes and no answer is not fully correct. Are you trying to convince me?
No, I'm saying why I'm saying yes and no.
But do you want to try and convince me with that argument you just presented?
I got nothing left to lose. Let me convince you. I say
Okay.
yes and no.
You already actually did convince me. I just needed you to say the words.
Oh,
The answer
shit.
is yes.
Yeah.
It's-
yes.
I was
The
gonna
answer
bring up
is yes.
Schrodinger's cat
both.
and shit.
Congratulations,
That's
everybody!
exactly what it is.
We made it. We made it
Schrodinger's cat.
through.
Round one.
Round one is complete. The point standings are
Mercy.
Chat in last place with 110 points. Palisar in third place with 140. Sim in second with 176.
Damn.
And Hardly in... Oh, wait, you know what? There was an argument presented earlier, Sim, that by my chat that you should get 1 extra point for having whined, but -6 for whining. And now that you're no longer in last place, I think I'm going to put that -6 penalty in place. Your points...
Hold on. May
Okay.
I barter a dice roll and leave it up to pure chance?
Which dice?
D20.
Okay, I'm going to say that you need a 16 or higher. That was an 11. You failed.
Fuck.
Haha.
Can I use Bardic Inspiration to reroll?
Yes, but I still have to roll.
That's fine.
It was a 10 this time.
God damn it!
I
That
think
is the
should lose points again.
nah, I'm not going to be that cruel.
No, the barter was respectable.
Okay, fine.
Hardley
I
is
won't put
in
up
the
with this.
lead with 230 points.
I'm sure I'll stay in the lead.
It was the higher end of questions that brought you guys back.
And now,
Yeah.
as has been teased from the very beginning,
Oh no!
Round
more questions! I
2.
can't believe it. No freaking way.
and welcome to round
Console
2,
crash of
where we
1983, what the fuck?
have the topics: LARP, LARP, Transformers, Hanna-Barbera cartoons, Shrek, Cyberpunk Cities, and the video game console crash of 1983.
Fuck.
Let's see. So now that we're into a new round, Pal, you, with the exception of chat, Pal, you are in last place.
Last.
So you get to decide on our opening category.
Our open category is going to start with Cyberpunk Cities for 20.
Okay, Cyberpunk Cities 420. In what city do the main events of the Cyberpunk series take place?
Buzz.
Buzz, go ahead.
It takes place in Watson because Act 1 doesn't leave Watson.
Hold
You're
on.
locked in Watson.
Hold on. Are you trying to convince me?
Yes. Let me convince you
Okay,
that
that it takes
because
place in...
it takes place in Watson until they go to do the heist. They are locked in Watson because the bounds do not let you out of Watson until you go to do the heist.
I'm sorry, Sim. I'm not going to be able to
Watson.
accept that.
Damn it!
I understand your thought process. There's just one very problematic flaw with it that I'll explain when the answer is revealed. Anybody else want to take a... Anybody else want to take a stab?
I'm
Go
just
ahead,
gonna
Harley.
guess, take a wild stab. Say Cyberpunk City.
Unfortunately, that is not correct, unless you want to try and
Damn.
convince me.
Oh, wait, I'm fucking
no.
stupid. I'm stupid. I just realized.
Pal, do you wanna take a stab at this?
Yeah, I'll take a stab.
Okay.
The main events of the Cyberpunk City take... No, Deku Magic, it is not San Fran, Tokyo. That is Big Hero 6. And that's San Francisco. Thank you very much. In the main
Damn.
events of the Cyberpunk series take place... I want to say Vice City, but that's primarily some of the GTA franchise.
Is that your answer?
No, it's not Vice City.
I'll give you like 5 more seconds.
I want to say it's a Cyberpunk Los Angeles. It's the equivalent of a Cyberpunk Los Angeles. It's
Okay,
the main
you
city.
are unfortunately out of time, and it is not. LA is its own thing. The answer is Night City. Which I
realized
did.
where I fucked up. I named the district.
You named the
it was
district,
in.
and if you had mentioned that it was a district of Night City, I probably would have given it to you. But you didn't mention it anywhere, so I did see that chat got the right answer. So chat, congratulations, you got 20 points. By the way, in case you didn't notice, the points have been doubled for round 2.
Yep.
So, Pal, since nobody got that
game.
correct, you get to choose again.
Let's hit your favorite topic of all time, the Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
That is actually, of the things listed, not my favorite of these topics.
I understand.
You lose. No, I'm not going to make you lose points for being presumptive. Hanna-Barbera for 20 was the Flintstones, the run between 1960 and 1966, produced by Hanna-Barbera.
Buzz.
Ooh. I heard Buzz and Squash at the exact same time.
Buzz. Thank you for the
Hold
follow.
on. Hey, Buzz. Pick high or low.
Hi.
Okay, congratulations. You won the dice roll.
The question, not the question. The answer is yes.
Correct. The answer is yes. So congrats, Sim. You got some points there.
Nice job, Sim.
And you have control
you.
of the board. So
Well done.
wait, who has control of the board?
Sim does.
Oh, right. Sorry, I forgot he was here. Go ahead, Sim.
Transformers for 20.
Transformers 420. What is a transformer?
Buzz.
I'm gonna go with the
Holy
shotgun. Shotgun scared me, so I'm gonna
Damn.
go with that.
A transformer is, in essence, a robot.
That's correct. The
God.
Transformer's a robot.
Son of a
Motherfucker!
mother frick.
Hey, Sim, what was gonna be your answer?
A alien robot.
I would have given it to. Oh, whoops. Sorry, that was going ahead.
I was gonna go for that, a robot in disguise.
Okay, pal.
That would have been so good. Give me Shrek for 20.
Okay, Shrek for 20. How many films has the song All Star by Smash Mouth been featured in?
Buzz.
The shock.
I will actually no. The buzz was first.
The buzz was
No, the
first?
buzz was
Okay.
first.
Then there might have been a
heard
little
it
delay.
simultaneously.
No,
I heard it
the buzz
simultaneously.
was
for
first.
me.
Okay, go
No, the
ahead,
buzz
Sim.
was first.
I'm gonna say 1.
I'm sorry, Sim. That is not correct.
That's not very all-star of you.
Unless you want to convince me, somebody else's turn to buzz in.
I don't feel strong in my thought process, so go ahead and give it.
I buzzed.
Okay, yeah, that's
second.
right. That's right. Go ahead, pal.
So I'm going to say that All Stars by Smash Mouth has been featured in 3 movies. Before, I would say 3 movies.
You know what? 3 is more than 1, and the answer is more than 1, so I'll give it to you.
Yep.
Are
Sim,
you kidding
You know
me?
what?
No,
Sim, you
I was
literally said
wondering-
the
Right.
only wrong answer.
Yeah.
That was a
Because
not.
and here's the thing, actually, All Star
That was a number.
was actually released 7 years before the first Shrek movie.
Uh,
Like All Star was already a big hit album.
actually, only 2
before
years
Shrek.
before.
Oh, was it only 2 years? I
It was
thought
only
a lot
2 years
further.
before. I don't think that spoils anything. So
No.
Okay, hold
See,
on.
I thought you were kinda going
would
for a bit of a
also
misdirect.
like to take a second. Luna is looking up the actual number of this.
No. Okay, Luna,
gonna
do
go
not.
with Shrek.
Luna, do
was-
not yet. Luna, do not yet,
Not
please.
yet.
Never mind.
Please.
No, Luna, don't. Oh, stop, Luna. I'm bad shit.
You can learn the number, but don't share it yet. I have my reasons.
Let's go with
It's yeah.
Shrek for 40 because I'm curious.
Okay, Shrek for 40. In what film did the song All Star by Smash Mouth first appear?
Ooh,
Buzz.
that's tough.
Go ahead, Sim.
The first Shrek movie.
That is incorrect, unless you want to convince me.
That's one of the few movies I've seen. So I'm no.
I think I know this one.
I think I did hear the Taco Bell next.
It was the Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Okay. It was the Inspector Gadget movie with Matthew Broderick.
That is incorrect. It was the 1999 Inspector Gadget.
I knew it.
Okay, I'm
Freaking knew
gonna say
it.
in my defense, I'm an 03 kid who,
I'm an 01 kid. I wouldn't have known either.
yeah.
You youngins these days.
God dang these kids.
Whoops, nope.
No,
Ignore that.
Inspector- what the heck?
I'm so bad at hitting the wrong buttons today.
Lord.
Okay,
Tell.
Hard lead.
Or like,
Okay, out of curiosity, I want to know what video game console crash of 1983 for 20 is.
Okay. What game company released so many bad games that it is often held responsible for the console crash of 1983?
Buzz.
I don't know which one's bad.
Oh, that was. I'm gonna give it to the shotgun, despite
yeah,
how
shotgun was
simultaneous that was
Okay.
for me.
Pal, go ahead.
that's tough. I want to say. I want to say either Atari or Nintendo because Nintendo was still in very low infancy back then, so they were not good. They did not have very good.
I'm gonna need you to
reception.
decide on one of the two.
I'm gonna have to say probably Atari.
That is correct. It was Atari.
Oh, my answer
Oh
would
my
have been wrong.
my.
I was gonna say the Sega Genesis.
No,
I was thinking
that-
Sega too, but I was like, no, that was like good era of Sega, so it couldn't have been.
Mhm, that was a
My
good
God.
era of Sega.
You guys are definitely not qualified to be video game historians.
No.
Well,
God,
I
no.
never said I
I
was.
never wanted to be, so that,
Anyway.
that
Maybe-
tracks.
There's maybe 2 fucking categories in here on this page that I have a good chance in.
Hey pal, what do you wanna do next?
Give me this video game console crash of 1983 for
Okay,
40.
Video game console crash of
continue this
1983 for
topic.
40. What game was so famously bad that it is believed to be the catalyst for the console market crash?
Ooh.
Taco Bell.
I don't think Atari developed it, but it's the first game that popped in my mind. I'm gonna say because a lot of people hated it. I'm gonna say it's the ET game.
Correct. It is ET for the Atari
No
2600.
freaking way!
Yep.
Nice.
That
Oh my god!
I wouldn't have gotten that. I would not have gotten that. That was
I just
good.
remember the only thing I know about that game is that everyone hated it when it came
yeah.
out.
So for anybody who isn't aware, ET was that game that was so it was released in 80. I think it was released in 83. Like this was the game that kind of broke the camel's back on this one. It was rushed to be out at the same time as the movie.
Oh no.
It was buggy, it was incompletable, and it was so bad that of the millions of units they produced, I think it only sold in the tens of thousands. And they
Wow.
actually took all of the rest of the carts and dumped them in a landfill in New Mexico that I want to say 2019, a archivist group actually dug up a bunch of those old copies and sold them at an auction for a charity
Wow.
event. Yeah, it's wild. Like the theory that it had been thrown into a landfill was literally just like kind of a urban legend for years until somebody tracked down the actual landfill, went in with a shovel, and found all of the copies.
That
Wow.
It's
kind of
insane.
crazy.
That's nuts.
This is
I
my
think-
favorite category, by the way, if you can't tell.
I feel like if physical copies were still a thing, Concord would be in a landfill too.
yeah, it is. Hardly. You'll be glad to know Aaron Hansen won one of those copies. He's talked about it on Game Grumps.
Oh, I think I remember him talking about that actually.
So that might have been what stuck in your head. Anyway, you have control of the board, so
Go ahead.
Oh, I still do. Okay, let's go Transformers 40.
Transformers 440. What do Transformers do?
Buzz.
Ooh, that was close. Stream, which one came
You
through
get it.
first?
Ooh, good question.
Our fate is in chats.
I wish I had my
Sim,
camera on. because
I
also
see
raced-
I saw
came through
Sam.
first.
Okay, Sam, go ahead.
Okay. They turn into a different robot. If you-
Unfortunately, that's
now. Oh, hold on.
okay.
Let me convince you.
Okay, go ahead and convince me.
There are some that go from a robot to a vehicle. Then there are some that go from a robot with other robots that go into a bigger, more badass robot.
You know
Well,
what?
I can even name a trip. I can name one. Devastator.
You know what? In spite of the fact that the shotgun still intimidates me, Sim, I think I'm going to give it to you because I understand the thing.
No,
I
I
think...
didn't mean for that to intimidate you at all. I'm sorry. I was just doing that to buzz in.
I'm going to give it to you because I think I realized you were answering about the robots. I was talking about lowercase t Transformers.
Different kind of Transformer.
But you know,
Fucking Lance.
you took the time to explain your thought process to me, so I understood where you were coming from with that.
Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
I've been bamboozled.
But yeah,
That
lowercase
was
t
good.
Transformers reduce or increase the voltage of an alternating current at a power station
That was
or
good.
substation.
Oh my God.
So
That
Sim,
was good.
you convinced me. You have control of the board now.
I'll take LARP for 20.
Okay, LARP for 20. How old must somebody typically be to join a LARP?
Buzz.
Go ahead with. I'm gonna give it to Squat.
Any age.
That is not what I have written down. Unfortunately, I'm sorry.
Can I convince you? Can I convince you?
You can convince me.
That by technicality, you want to. They will, and for legal reasons, most LARP communities will not let you join in until you are 16 and physically capable of taking the hits. However, that does not mean you cannot join the community. That does not mean that your kids cannot join the community. There are safety regulations in place to make sure that people stay safe. So technically, you
uh,
can join at any age, but
I'm-
the real answer would really be 16.
I'm sorry, but that is not the correct answer that I'm looking for. I understand. I'm sorry. Anybody else want to take a stab?
Buzz.
Okay. Go for it, Buzz.
It depends on the realm. Now, let me convince you. Each realm has different bylaws.
Uh-huh.
My realm, Frostwall, we have an age of 14 to 15.
Mm-hmm.
So it ultimately depends on the realm and their bylaws.
That's again probably a little too specific.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's yeah, and you already said convince me, so I'm afraid you didn't get it right there.
I slide you 20 doubloons.
You got it home.
Well, okay.
doubloons.
You know what? I appreciate
20
the gift.
whole
I will
doubloons.
subtract 20 points from your score to represent the doubloons you passed me. Hardly.
You know what? They just have to be old enough.
I swear to God, if this gets it.
That's not what I have written down.
They just got to be old enough.
Are you trying to
join
convince
a
me?
LARP. I'm gonna try to convince. Let me convince you. They just have to be old enough to join a LARP.
You know what? That's fair logic. They do have to be old enough. And from the documentation I was reading, it is 18 or older.
Oh,
But old
We all
enough.
got that wrong.
it actually is 18,
Old enough
okay.
did convince me.
Okay, I figured they would have let
Wow.
people get in younger, but okay.
Yeah, they usually
Actually,
do. They usually do.
They usually do, so I'm curious where you read that at.
Yeah.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
Anyway,
That's why I was
Hard
like,
Lee,
it
you
really
have control of
depends
the
on the
board.
world.
Sourcing from Wikipedia. Let's see. Let's go Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
Hanna-Barbera cartoons 440. Was the Powerpuff Girls, the show produced between 1998 and 2005, produced by Hanna-Barbera?
Buzz.
I'm gonna go with Buzz this time. I think came in first.
Okay.
Yes.
Correct. The answer is yes.
Damn, couldn't remember if they actually were or not.
Yeah,
Yes, they
the range
They
of
were.
Hanna-Barbera cartoons is
It was like-
insane.
Yeah, there's like from that era, there's like
crazy.
a handful that weren't Hanna-Barbera that I can remember, but I can't remember which ones those were.
Pretty much
But
if
they
it,
have, but they
yeah.
have such a large range, though.
Yeah.
So Sim, you have control of the board now.
I'm actually going to be generous, and Pal, you have control of the board.
No. You keep control of the board. Don't be
Nah,
generous
come
here.
on. I'm going to be generous.
No.
Yeah, come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
All right, since they're bickering,
But
Hardly,
tis this season.
Thank
Hardly,
you.
you now have control
Tis-
of the board.
Tis the season to be taking the opportunity. Let's go Shrek for 60.
Okay, Shrek for 60. What film was the basis for the music video of the song All Star by Smash Mouth?
Buzz.
Go for it, Sim.
And I don't know.
The ending of Shrek 1. I know that's not the right answer.
That's
but-
incorrect.
I know I've seen the music video.
I'll give another 5 seconds before I call it.
Oh, is it to me?
It's to whoever.
It's
Oh,
to
did you ring
either
in?
of us, but I'm
didn't
gonna
buzz.
say you, bro. You did buzz.
Yeah,
though.
if you
did
buzzed, then I'll
buzz.
give it to you.
Okay, well then I'll just official talk about. I'm gonna say, you know what, Inspector Gadget.
That is actually incorrect. I'm sorry.
Damn.
Pal, you got a guess?
Ooh, that brother's floating in the air.
That's a heck of a buzzer.
Oh, someone get him out the air.
God, that's loud.
I hit the wrong one. I apologize.
I'll accept that as your
Is
answer,
it-
and it's incorrect unless you want to convince me.
I was going to say Mystery Man.
You know what? It is in fact Mystery Man,
Now, what-
released.
Dang, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh man, it is Mystery Man.
You. Yep. So you did get that, pal. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm surprised anyone would have
Hot
gotten
dang.
that. So fun fact: Mystery Men actually released after Inspector Gadget, like by a couple months.
Chat did get it too.
Fair enough, chat.
We said it at like the exact same.
Wow.
So, Pal, you now have control of the board, whether you like it or not.
Oh, brother. Give me Hanna-Barbera for 60.
Hanna-Barbera 460. I guess I didn't finish this one. Was Enter 20th Century Kids Show here, produced by Hanna-Barbera. Taco Bell?
I'm gonna say yes.
That's not really what I have written down. You can try and convince me.
Well, okay. Well, I mean, let me convince you.
Okay, go ahead.
20th Century Kids cartoons, for a lot of them were produced by Hanna-Barbera cartoons. So, stab in the dark, pick any kind of show like Dexter's Lab, Johnny Bravo, I Am Weasel, Powerpuff Girls. They were all Hanna-Barbera cartoons. So, I mean, there's a high probability that they were Hanna-Barbera.
You know what? I feel like you touched on the spirit of what the correct answer is, which is probably, so I'll give you the points.
Sweet. Wait, did you actually? Okay,
the answer was probably.
Okay.
The answer was probably.
So Hardly, you now have control of the board.
I will probably take it.
Chat got it too.
I'm trying not to look at chat. I am
no,
a cheater.
chat said no.
Chat said more
Well,
likely
Deku
than not, or inspired by.
Yeah,
which I would have given.
Deku did say that.
I'm going to say Transformers for 60.
Transformers 460. How do Transformers work?
Buzz.
Yeah, he beat me there.
Go ahead, Sim.
They work by transforming by using T cogs or transformation cogs.
That is not what I have written down, and so if you don't want to convince me, we're gonna move on.
What the fuck?
Are you gonna try and convince me? I mean,
Yes.
You sound knowledgeable. You okay? Okay, go ahead, convince me.
Let me convince you. Now I'm taking knowledge from cartoons, comics, and the movies. The
Mhm.
thing that literally makes them transform, and they cannot transform without it. I can't name the exact comic, but with the DJD, the Decepticon Justice Division, Tarn, he is so addicted to transforming, he's burned out his transformation cog and has stolen it from other Decepticons that he's tortured and killed to continue transforming. So they literally physically cannot transform without a transformation cog. And Transformers Prime also showed it when Starscream stole Bumblebee's transformation cog.
You know what? In spite of the fact,
I want to really answer this because I'm gonna show him up so hard.
okay, I'm gonna do this.
for it.
Sim, you are very confident and clearly more knowledgeable about Transformers than I am, so I am gonna give you the points.
Okay.
Pal,
But I
since
do
you're
wanna
so
hear Pal's
insistent,
opinion.
I will let you answer, and if you have, I'm not gonna let you convince me, but if you have the answer I have listed, I will give you both points.
Okay.
Go for it.
Technically, Sim is wrong. Transformers do work, and the way that they transform is with their transformation cogs, but that doesn't mean that they die. That doesn't mean that that's their soul or life force. They are more than this. Their spark. They are powered by energon. They work and live and fueled by energon. That is the entire point of their planet, Cybertron, creating energon, and is how they have their power and life force.
Pal, unfortunately, that's not what I have written down. The actual answer is they don't. They're unemployed.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh my fucking god!
Fuck you.
And also,
You know what? Okay, I was
I'm
thinking in the back of my head like, oh, they get a job, they fill out an application, they just start going.
You
I'm
were
gonna one up you with that. You are correct, but it's not Cybertron purely that gives them the energon. It is Primus at the center of Cybertron's
Yes.
core.
Because he sacrificed himself to create Cybertron. Yes.
Exactly, and I know where you recently learned that from, and I love it.
Thank you, buddy. All
This
right.
is by far the best idea I've ever had in my life.
Oh, hold on, and real quick, to quickly expand on that thought. Also, Transformers 1 had a whole thing where
They
Sentinel Prime invented racism because he stole all the transformation cogs.
Yeah,
out
he
of
was
the
a
people.
fucking asshole.
Rivers, I do have a
Rivers.
question. So Rivers is arguing that they technically have a job because they are working in the military. Rivers, do they receive a stipend? If you can prove that they are
receive
getting
payment?
paid for their services, I will acknowledge. Otherwise, it's volunteer work and it doesn't qualify.
If Energon counts, then yes. But besides that, no.
But the
I mean, in
the
Transformers
Earth
1, they
does
were
not
working in the
have-
Oh, they
mine.
do receive.
actual-
You know what, Rivers? I'm gonna give you points because I think that you have convinced me for the sake of chat. They are receiving housing, so
or it would
Okay,
be
yeah.
safe haven.
they
It would be
receive
safe
housing
haven.
and quote protection. Well, protection makes it sound like they're criminals. I'll give the housing. They get housing out of it.
No. It's like refugees.
So I
Like
should have.
refugees seeking protection.
You
from
know
another...
what? When I do another version of this, I am going to create room so the chat stream can go, because chat has been a much more active participant in this than I anticipated, and I fucking love it.
Me too.
So
On the job training.
Mine's dead. Mine's dead. Besides, like the little bit of, I have a feeling it's more about actual Transformers with electrical currents. And then there's just me going, "Hi, autism speaking. Let me school you real quick. I'm gonna reference comics, cartoons, and movies."
hey, it worked for you. I mean, again, that's why the convince
did
me
get the
thing
points.
works. Because
You did get the
if you can convince me that I'm completely off with my stuff, I will give it to you. It's just how do you convince me can be a little bit variable. Anyway, Sim, I do believe that you have control of the board now.
Yes, he does.
Fuck it, let's go Transformers for 80.
Okay,
Focus.
Transformers for 80. That is the wrong.
What? That is the
Not
wrong one.
Transformers.
But that is Transformers.
Good
You
lord.
do, man, you do.
Give me
Wait.
1 second to figure out what the hell happened. I think I have a linking
I think
issue.
you hit
Happened?
the wrong slide on the wrong link.
I think what happened is you were up until 5 a.m. making this. Is what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm just gonna. Transformers. What is electricity?
Buzz.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Buzz
It's
first.
It's an electrical current that creates power, and it's something we cannot see, but we can feel, and it's very lethal. If we touch it.
That doesn't sound Transformers related enough. I'm gonna have to.
Oh, hear me out. Hold on.
Are you
Let me
gonna?
convince you?
Okay, go ahead and convince me.
There are weapons that they use, and I'll even name a specific Transformer from a movie. Jolt from Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. This motherfucker uses his long ass fingers with transferring electronic energy
Sim.
with Energon to fucking repair Optimus with Jetfire.
You know what?
What
Sim,
else do you do with those long fingers?
I think that you really got to the root of it and have explained it. I'll give you the points. The answer is the stuff that powers robots.
Oh, that works.
So, especially with your example of Jolt,
Hold on.
I think that you really got that.
Let me know about Jolt's fingers some more.
I don't know about that either. That's a lot. of
Hardly,
finger
not
action.
now.
Yeah. Hey,
Wait till after
listen,
stream to learn more
listen,
about Jolt's
I
fingers.
gotta conduct my research.
Was that an electricity pun?
It could be.
Okay, you get 10 points for that.
Sweet.
Damn.
Cool. Sim, you still have control of the board. Do you want to finish out the Transformers category or move on to
Give
something
me
else?
1 second. My roommate is talking to me.
Okay.
So just give me 1 second, but we will do Transformers for 100.
That is fair. I
Closing
just
out the
realized that
Transformers.
I have been blocking the 100 this whole time on the far category, so I moved myself down a little.
No, you're
Oh.
good. Oh,
I wasn't even looking.
Yeah, that's because I did a
you
not so
looked fine
sneaky
for
edit.
me. Like, it was just your forehead. I think it was fine. Like, everyone could still tell that it was a 100.
I mean, yeah, definitely, but
Okay.
I just still was clipping it. So
All right, Transformers. Would you not?
I see somebody else is excited about Jolt's fingers.
Oh man. I was gonna say someone else discovered the fingers.
Keep it up, and I'm gonna give you the fingers, Chris.
Anyway,
Well then.
well, okay, Sim, it's you have control of the board.
Transformers for 100.
Transformers for 100. This is Hanna-Barbera again. What the hell happened with? I think my linking is off. I'll fix that.
I think your linking is off.
Dude, I almost.
What was the name of the character played by renowned writer, director, and actor Orson Welles in his last voice-only role?
Buzz!
Go ahead, Sim.
Fuck.
If I'm remembering this correctly, it was Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, The Fallen.
That is incorrect, unfortunately.
And I'm thinking of
No.
another actor that recently
No.
passed.
No, wait.
Orson Welles died in like the 80s.
Hold on.
I think 89 or something. You already answered. I'm sorry, man.
I know the answer now.
I have no idea.
Pal, do you have
I got.
I didn't hear it. Did you get either of you buzz yet? Okay, Taco Bell. Hardly.
I'm just gonna say, you know what? I'm just gonna say "Shot in the Dark" Soundwave.
That is incorrect.
Okay. I am not gonna try to convince you. I have no confidence in my answers.
Pal, I'll give you 5 seconds if you want to.
Yeah, I'll try it. Sure, I'll try it.
Okay.
Is it Megatron?
It is not Megatron, unfortunately.
I also just want to say real quick, the actor I was thinking of that recently died was Tony Todd.
Gotcha. Okay, the answer is actually Unicron from from Transformers the movie in 1986.
Oh, interesting. I didn't see that movie. Cool.
No,
I did. And it was my first guess was either The Fallen because of Tony Todd recently passing.
Yeah,
or
which is
Unicron.
where you got confused.
Yep.
All right, Sim, that leaves you still in control of the board.
Yeah, buddy.
Cyberpunk Cities for 40.
Cyberpunk Cities 440. At what time of day did the main events of the Cyberpunk series take place? Go for it, Hardly.
I'm gonna say night.
That's correct. It is night.
You know, shocking that in Night City, a lot of things happen at night.
Wild, right?
It's crazy.
Unfucking believable, man.
Okay, Hardly, you have control of the board.
Okay. You know what? We haven't done LARP in a while, so let's do LARP for 40.
All right, LARP for 40. What group makes up the majority of LARPers? Go for it, pal.
Nerds, specifically nerds within the ages of 19 to 35.
I'm sorry, that
have-
is not what I have written down.
Not what you have written down. Let them go.
Okay, go ahead, Sim.
Nerds. And let me convince you.
Okay, go ahead and convince me.
Because of the different type of nerds. You got your stick jockeys and you got your ones that just want the wacky wonk.
Right.
And that are there for the community. But you don't have to be a certain age to be a part of LARP. You can be a part of it. Because LARP entirely is a community and it's more than just combat. You have your I believe we're using a new term for them, but non-coms. People who don't fight, who there for
No, it's still
community.
non-com.
I'm afraid that you're off basis, Sim. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
you are.
No,
No,
let me
you are.
convince you. Hold on, let me
No,
convince
no,
you.
You already
brought it
tried
up.
to convince me. I'm sorry. You're just
Nerd.
really off from what I have written down here, and I was not convinced. Hardly, do you wanna take a stab?
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna say the group that makes up the majority of LARPers are people that like LARPing.
I might need some convincing.
Okay. Well, okay. Let me convince you.
Okay.
The majority of the LARPers, so that's not all of them, that's the majority, right?
Right.
Are people that like LARPing.
Okay, that makes sense. You get the points.
Okay. I had another half of that. I was gonna say the other percentage.
The answer is
that the people who like it.
the answer is retired people.
Oh.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, from what I was reading.
Really?
From what I was reading, yeah. Anyway, Hardly, you have control of the board now.
All right. Let's go. Let's go back to video game console crash of 1983.
Okay,
For
console
60.
crash of 83. Which company previously known for its playing cards, kids' toys, and love hotels, restored faith in the video games market?
I think we all know this one.
Was there...
Brain fart was first.
Okay, let's go with the brain fart first.
Nintendo.
That
The
is
answer is
correct. It is
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Yeah. Like I said, I think we all knew that one.
All right.
If you don't know that one,
It's one of those wild, interesting facts.
it really is.
Okay, pal, here you have control of the board now.
I wanted to Crash 8 of 1983 for 80.
Okay, crash of 83 for 80. Where does my uncle work? Taco Bell.
Nintendo.
Unfortunately, that is not correct.
No,
Fuzz.
oh man.
Unless you
Okay.
like, do you want to try and convince me my uncle works there? You could try.
You know what? I don't know your uncle that well, so no. I'm
Okay,
not gonna...
fair enough.
I'm gonna try and answer for.
Are we gonna skip over my buzz? Okay.
No. I was
You
about to
buzzed? I
say.
didn't hear you buzz. My bad.
Sim did buzz in
no,
first.
I didn't hear you buzz. That's my fault. Go for it.
No, I'm gonna say this with pure confidence, and I'm not gonna try and convince you, but a game store.
That's incorrect.
My turn then.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead.
Your uncle works for a company known for making games. Video games.
You might need to convince me.
That you might need to convince me. So your uncle, I don't know exactly.
Wait,
what
are
he
you choosing
does.
to convince me?
I don't know. 80 points is a lot. No, I'm not.
Okay, you are in second place.
I am not.
Okay,
I am not.
that's fair.
I am not.
He actually works at Amazon in the sales department, so you were kind of close. And I did see,
Okay.
Deku, you said for a big company, so I'll give it to chat.
Yeah.
Can we get a point check? Because I'm curious.
Actually, the great timing. Chat just tied with Sim for last place at 270 points. Pal, you are in second place with 300 points. Hardly, you are in the lead with 480.
Yep.
Hot dang, hot diggity dog. I never
Yep.
win anything.
Okay. So, that puts who's in charge of the board now?
That was me.
Okay, pal, go ahead.
So then I want to go from there and go for. Let's knock it out. Crash at 83 for 100.
Okay, crash of 83 for 100. What famous marketing strategy rarely used today did Nintendo use to assure consumers that their game earned their seal of approval? Go ahead, Hardly.
They had that gold sticker that they would put on every single cartridge that said Nintendo approved.
I might need some convincing about that one.
Okay, it was like on every like big brand. It might have not been approved, might have been certified. I can't remember exactly what it said, but it was a gold sticker. I can remember it vividly. Okay, you see it. A picture like just the gold letters Nintendo in a circle, and like a very kind of spiky round like symbol icon thing. It's on every single Nintendo cartridge thing that they produced, and it told you, it let you know that Nintendo, Shigeru Miyamoto specifically stamped it. He hand stamped it. There was no machine. He's there in the factory, hand stamping every single cartridge with his trusty little rubber stamp.
Hold on. What were the two words you were saying that you couldn't figure out?
If it was approved or certified.
Okay.
Nintendo.
If you can figure out exactly which of those two words was on the sticker, I will give you the points.
Okay. Certified, final answer.
I'm afraid that you're going to be losing points.
Son of a bitch. Okay.
Okay,
God
pal.
dang it. God dang it.
I hate to take his thunder, but I also do remember seeing videos of these of the stickers having the specific seal of approval from Nintendo put on the cartridges and occasionally put over the ports of the cartridges. That way, when like they would not be, before you put it in, you'd have to peel it off and it would be like fully approved.
So I will say that this is
And-
not exactly what I have written. Are you trying to convince me?
Fuck! No,
Do it
I'm
for the
not.
plot. Do it for the plot.
Do it for the plot.
Do it.
Just
yes, I'm trying to convince
Okay, you convinced me.
They said approval.
You already convinced
on
me.
the seal.
Congratulations. You just needed to say you convinced me. You already sold your
Okay.
answer. The answer actually that I wrote down is that they actually released good games.
Oh shit.
Oh my god.
Shit.
So
Wow.
rare for AAA companies
No.
to do that nowadays. Really, I think Nintendo's the only
Yeah,
one that
you're
still
not
does
wrong.
it.
It
no,
is the
quite the
death of
thing.
AAA.
It's a rare thing nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah, it is the death of AAA companies. Just look at Blizzard.
Oh, Lord.
I would
Wait
prefer
till that
not
stuff
to.
burns through the ground.
Anyway,
Yeah, I prefer not
I wish I
to.
could have been lizard in a freaking pile.
pal, you are now
know.
in the lead.
Give me Shrek for 80, Alex.
Okay, Shrek for 80. What's kids' film first included the song All Star by Smash Mouth on its soundtrack? Squash?
This actually would be Shrek.
I'm afraid that is not the correct answer.
Really? Okay.
I mean, you could try and convince me, but...
No, I'm not. Go for it.
Go for it.
Shot in the Dark, Spy Kids.
That is also incorrect.
Okay, I'm not going to try and convince you. I
Sim?
yield.
Sim, you don't want to take a guess?
The only way I could really take a guess and that'd be try to convince you because I don't know what it is. So no.
Okay, fair enough. The answer is Digimon the movie from the year 2000.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
that's
wow.
right.
Okay.
Wow, that's wild.
I forgot.
I would not have got that.
We're getting closer
But
there.
that makes a lot of sense.
I grew up watching Digimon. See, I was a Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh kid compared to a lot of around my time of a lot of people being fascinated with Pokemon.
Rivers, I will call this specifically out when I was reading up on the song. The thing that made it highlight is that Smash Mouth did not end up entirely as a song, from my understanding, on the Inspector Gadget, because only a snippet of it was played during the Inspector Gadget movie. So Digimon was the first one to actually include the full song at the end of their album. At the end of their soundtrack album. So
That's cool.
Well,
I forgot who
you
has the
learned
board.
stuff.
I still do, I guess. 'cause
Okay, pal.
None of us got it. Let's go with LARP for 60.
Okay, LARP for 60. What kind of material do LARPers use to cover their equipment in? Squash.
Most LARPers usually cover their equipment in usually some sort of foam, but after the foam, it will usually end up being some sort of cloth.
That is
Usually
correct.
something
It is
foam or
foam
cloth.
to protect the old people.
Absolutely, because we will hurt old people a lot.
Yeah. So that was okay.
Everyone knows old people like foam.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, I like foam.
Pal, you
I still got it.
you still have control.
Hanna-Barbera, 80, Alex.
Hanna-Barbera for 80. What were the names of Hanna and Barbera?
Oh shit.
Wait. Huh?
That because Hanna and Barbera were the first names of the people that made Hanna-Barbera.
This
not
is
their
something.
act-
This is something I actually learned when I was doing my research as well.
Wow.
I had never really thought about
I-
this.
I'm just gonna throw some answers out there.
All right, pal.
I want to say Hannah Oswald and Barbara Klein.
That is incorrect, unfortunately.
Wait, I'm not gonna try and convince you.
Okay, fair.
I saw chat and I'm like, no.
I love
no.
my chat. My chat is the best.
Oh,
Anyway,
that's slick. That's
Um,
slick.
No.
Hardly. Sim, do you have? Are you going to? You want to go?
It's a misdirect.
Uh,
Their names were actually Banna and Harbera.
Unfortunately, that is not correct.
I am not gonna try to convince.
Sim, I'll give you 5 seconds to
Hold
decide
it
if you.
No,
out of my ass.
I'm gonna tell you right now. No, this is not my expertise.
Okay.
This is an area where, like, I got lucky on the other ones because I was like, oh, it's been yes for the past two. Okay, the next two are yes. The other two are gonna be serious.
So this isn't the right answer, but Pal saw it, and I do want to call it out. Deku Magic in my chat put Hanna and Barbera, and damn, do I wish I thought of that. Because that's hysterical.
That's what was hanging up. Because I thought, like, okay, did he just put Hannah and is the answer actually Hannah and Barbera?
No, it's
Yeah,
actually not it.
the names were
No,
like
it's
Will and Joe or something like that.
Oh my god.
No, I think Pixie's right. I think Pixie is right.
William Hanna
In
and
chat.
Joseph
William
Barbera.
Hanna.
That sounds specific. I'll give him points for that.
Let's look.
Yeah,
That
I
was
think
that was
Jack
80.
gets it.
Good job, chat. Okay.
It was Joseph Barbera and William Hanna.
It's almost like I actually looked it up and then just made a joke out of not knowing something.
That's awesome.
It's almost like maybe I secretly know the real answers to everything I have presented and just act like an idiot.
Damn.
That seems too
All right.
far-fetched, though.
I just want to
Absolutely.
thank you for like just
This
letting
is
my
really good.
autism fucking run with the Transformers
This is
question.
great.
Hey, it was
Um,
fantastic to watch.
It was awesome.
Pal, I believe you're still in
believe
control.
it's Still my turn.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Maybe it's a 5 a.m. rant.
Fuck it. We're gonna knock out Hanna-Barbera 100.
Okay, Hanna-Barbera for 100. What famous, unrespected animal character helped a group of 4 traveling teenagers solve crimes?
Buzz.
Okay,
I said Kinky first.
Kinky
but
came
yeah.
first.
Yep, go for it, Logan.
Scooby-Doo!
That is incorrect, actually, pal. I'm sorry.
But it is incorrect. And oh, wait a minute. Oh, there's another one.
Sim, you tuned in next?
See, my answer's wrong already because I was gonna say Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
That's where what it is. It's an unrespected animal character. There is another one. It's on the tip of my tongue. And
I will remind you guys that you can convince.
Hold on. I didn't. I only said that my question would
That's
be wrong.
true.
I didn't give a question.
An answer, you mean?
Is it Scrappy Doo?
No.
That is incorrect.
No.
You guys do have the opportunity, I might remind you, to convince me. And pal, since I kind of skipped over you, I will give you that option again. If you guys want to convince me that's the right answer.
Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting what the show was called too, which is making me mad.
Okay,
If I remember what the show was called.
I'm giving 5 seconds for Hardly to tune in or for somebody to convince me. 5.
Wait.
4. Okay, Hardly.
I think is the character Master Splinter and the series is TMNT.
Unfortunately, that is not the correct answer.
Damn. Okay.
The answer is Jabberjaw. How did you guys not know this?
Is that the shark dude?
No respect, not even for a shark. Yes,
I
yes,
knew
it's
it.
the shark
I was
dude.
thinking of the shark guy, but I couldn't remember his freaking name.
You could have said the shark guy and maybe convinced me.
I couldn't remember if it was like a group of 4
I don't know
teenagers.
what that is. Please educate me.
Hold on.
Hold on. Yeah, I'll pull it up on my stream. Just give me a second. But it predates Scooby-Doo.
Yes, it does. See, I was thinking of a different show, and now I don't even know if it was made by Hanna-Barbera, but it was.
This is Google image search for Jabberjaw on screen now.
Let me see. On your stream?
Is it not showing up? Oh, I put it in the wrong window. There you go.
Yeah, I don't know that.
Damn.
Yeah,
No, I wouldn't
I
know
don't
that.
know that.
See,
Yeah,
I
it's
was thinking
okay. I just
of
want to show this is the group.
Yeah.
Tell me that this is not just
Yep.
Scooby-Doo before
is.
Scooby-Doo.
No, it really is.
It really.
There's
it
freaking
actually is.
Shaggy right there.
Yeah,
And-
That's
and-
just Scooby-Doo grown
and
up.
black-haired
That's just Scooby-Doo
Fred.
grown up, bro.
Oh, jeez.
So yeah, that's Jabberjaw.
Before we continue, I'm now just scrolling through Wiki. Right? It's what it was. Hold on. I thought you were talking about the show Speed Buggy because Speed Buggy had the unrespected helper in Buggy, but Buggy's not an animal, and I didn't remember if there was an animal.
I
in the
really
show or
did
not.
consider Buggy because there are
But
so
I
many
was-
shows. There are so many Hanna-Barbera shows that have the exact same DNA as Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
It's insane.
Yeah.
Also, I'm just gonna say this. I did take an answer from my chat, but I was thinking Scooby, and my brother Ether did say Scrappy, and that was going to be my next guess.
I
No,
mean-
once I said Scooby-Doo and he said no, my brain went Scrappy. Nope, it's not Scrappy because if it wasn't Scooby, because everyone knows Scrappy-Doo. This
I
one is
will
one
say,
that people don't
you got
know.
if you had either convinced me that Scooby-Doo was disrespected at times, or you probably had a good argument for Scrappy Doo too. So like you guys had
Yeah.
a firm platform
I
for
did have a
convincing me.
really good one for Scrappy, but I didn't have the confidence behind it.
I
If
understand.
I had confidence behind it, like I had the fucking Transformers. I would've had it.
Dude, pure confidence carried you through Transformers. Like,
Oh, dude,
It
pure
really does.
confidence and knowledge, dude. Okay, hold on, real quick. I have over 150 figures.
He does.
that's fair.
I have
my.
over 150 figures. I own all the Bayverse movies. I own all 4 seasons of the G1 cartoon. Like, I can probably answer, I'm not going to say most Transformers questions, but I can give you a good representation of answers.
That's fair.
Welcome in, Billy.
Also, I did see
believe
Ether pop into my chat, so hi, Ether.
Hi, Ether. I believe I still have control of the board.
That is
Yeah, none
correct,
of us
pal.
got it.
You still have control of the board.
Damn, give me Shrek for 100, Alex.
Shrek for 100 it is. What film released in the summer of 2001 famously featured the song All-Star by Smash Mouth?
Buzz.
Okay, Sim, go ahead.
I'm going to say my famous fucking answer. It's Shrek 1.
I'm sorry, Sim, that's incorrect.
It's not
Oh
true.
my.
Dude, I know nothing about Shrek, man.
Oh, fuck. That's because I knew it wasn't Shrek, because Shrek was released earlier in the year.
I gotta say,
You know what?
most of the Shrek questions have not been related to Shrek, like not actually like Shrek related directly. It's all been Smash
Hal?
Mouth
All-Star by South,
related.
Smash Mouth.
Hal,
Yeah.
buzz the fuck in and convince me.
Me?
Do it.
That it isn't Shrek.
No, just say buzz, and let me convince you.
Buzz, let me convince you.
Sorry, no. Okay, you convince me. Convince me it's Shrek, because Shrek was your
yeah,
answer.
it's Sim that was Buzz, not me.
Yeah, no, so the reason why...
Well, I was just saying buzz in, but...
Let me convince you
Okay,
why
convince
I
me.
say it's Shrek. Because
Okay.
it has a notorious intro of him doing his morning routine, coming out of the outhouse, and that, if you grew up watching Shrek, you still probably remember that scene. I am 21, and I still remember that scene
We all
vividly.
remember that scene, let's be serious.
Right
Yeah,
there,
that's-
that is
it's
the
burned into your
supporting
memory.
support. That is support right there, and I rest my case.
You
that it's
are-
a legendary moment.
You are correct. There is unfortunately one detail in this question that renders that incorrect.
Okay. Just please don't yoink the points. You told me to do this, and I took it.
I you know what? I was
You
meaning
did
to
tell him.
egg
You
on.
did strong arm
I
him.
was meaning to egg on Pal, so I will not dock you points for that, for the
Okay.
confusion.
I don't even know what you were egging me on for.
Look, just do a buzz sound and say, "Let me convince you."
Okay.
Hardly. You buzzed in first.
Okay. It's Rat Race.
Did you look it up?
I did not. I swear to God, I'm literally just sitting here thinking. No freaking
screen.
way. I actually was just like thinking what movies came out in 2001 or like around that era that had and that one just popped in my mind right when I buzzed in.
Wow.
I
Pal,
swear.
I'm going to still give you half points because you are right. Shrek was released in April of 2001,
Yes.
and Rat Race was released in September. So technically, Shrek was released in the spring of 2021, Rat Race being in the summer of 2021.
Also, whoever's chat Ether was in, you are having lag problems.
Oh.
That would probably be mine.
Also, can I barter the 10 points for the fact I went on a rant of confusion with confidence?
Sure,
Alright.
why not? You're in last place.
Yeah, I'm not making it back up. Dude, if we would have had the Transformers questions, like after all these, I could have probably come back up.
I will say you were all within contention. Well, we'll get there.
I
Wait.
can't believe I freaking nailed that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hardly won that. He's got control
That
now.
was insane.
That was nuts.
Because it was literally the only other film besides Inspector Gadget and Shrek that I can think of that had
To be
that had
fair,
a Smash Mouth.
I just want to highlight there are exactly 5 films that featured All-Star. So my first question was how many, and the other 4 all had answers that were not Shrek. That is why that is the Shrek category.
Oh my god.
Because none of them had the answer of Shrek.
All right, well, let's go
Did
for Cyberpunk for 60 then.
I knew if I
Okay.
said Shrek enough.
I really hoped somebody would. You know what? The points you gained those for the content.
Yes!
Question.
And that's
What-
what really matters.
What was the name of the major city founded on the border of North California and South California in 1993?
Ooh.
In the cyberpunk universe. This is a fictional city, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Buzz.
Go ahead, Sim.
I'm unsure, but is it? I know he's. I don't remember where Night City is. I'm. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go with Dogtown.
Unfortunately, that is not correct.
I don't know why I was thinking that.
Go ahead, Hardly.
You know what? We already got Night City out of the way. I'm gonna say Day City.
That is incorrect.
Nuts.
I would have laughed if that was actually. We got Night City out of the way, so why not
Yeah.
Day City?
Why Day City? Mid-afternoon City.
It doesn't look like anybody in my chat's got it yet either. So, pal, what do you got?
I'm sort of following the tangent that Sim went off of earlier. Is it Watson?
Unfortunately, it is not. And again, Watson is actually a
Watson is a
district of
district,
Night
I
City.
understand, but before then,
The
I was
answer is
curious
actually
if it-
Coronado
That's
City.
Right, it was Coronado.
Okay.
That's
Coronado
what it was.
City-
I've gotten that.
Coronado City famously renamed in 1997 after the death of the city's founder, Richard Knight, to be named Night City.
Yep.
Oh, I'm fucking stupid because I could have gone. It's Night City.
And then convinced me? Yeah, you coulda. Okay. Who was in charge of the board again? I'm losing track of
I
you guys.
guess it's still me.
It was Harley's.
Okay, go ahead,
yeah.
Hardly. You're in control.
All right, let's go to LARP for 80.
Okay, LARP 480. What is the main benefit of joining a LARP?
Buzz.
Go ahead, Sim.
Being a part of a very wholesome community. And I will even go as far as let me convince you.
Okay, you know what? You stand a chance with this one. Convince me.
I'm going to bring out a heavy topic with this from my own personal and showing a main benefit. I was in a very low spot, and then I found my local LARP community, and they helped me. And I'll even go as far. There was a week that I was homeless. My LARP community, 2 of my councilmen took me in off the street, keep me off the street.
Mhm.
So the main benefit of joining a LARP, support. It's 2. It's support and having a good community.
You know what? That is very heartfelt, and I will give you points for that.
I was
The
gonna
answer
say,
I
that
have
deserves
is
it for wholesome.
discount on retired people stuff.
Oh my!
But you know what? Your
no.
story was so heartfelt that I feel like it would just be wrong of me to take points away from you.
God, I
feel
can't
like
wait
Wiki
until.
I feel like Wiki about to turn you in the wrong direction. here.
Hey Sim,
I can't wait
Sim,
until I'm 70 so I can hit people with swords finally.
what are you
No,
talking
just
about?
do it now.
Do it now,
Alright.
dude.
What are you talking
All
about?
right.
I'll take you both.
Hey Sim,
Let
you
me go to
you
my
have
neighbors
control of the
real
board.
quick.
You know what? Hey, pal, I'm gonna do you
No.
a favor. Let's finish LARP for 100.
Okay.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
What does the acronym LARP stand for? I
Shotgun was first.
okay, wait. Chat, tell me who you heard first.
I think
Yeah.
I was first.
I thought I heard the Taco Bell first.
I raised my hand and was screaming.
Okay, Hardly, go for it.
Live action role playing.
That is incorrect.
Wait, what?
I mean, you can try and convince me, but it's not what I have written down here.
The fuck?
I yield.
I believe, Pal, you were next to ring in?
Yes, but now I'm beyond confused.
Oh, you know what? I'm beginning to understand a fatal issue with this category. We'll get there. Are you surrendering your answer? Are you giving up?
Yeah.
I got the confidence for this.
Go for it, Sim.
Now let me convince you. It is live action roleplay. Because the characters you embody, when you step onto your field in your local realm, I will use me as an example. Right here, right now, people in my chat know me as Zane or Symbiote King or Nightmareus. But when I step on that field, I am Draco.
This is true.
I am Draco the Turtle Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid
a sheet of wiki, by the way.
I understand.
It is a live action role play, and it's live action because you are role playing that character, that fighter, that if you're a knight, if you're a sorcerer, if you're a fae, if you're a dragon,
Yeah.
if you're a human.
I'm gonna give you half points because I realized that there was a typo I made that really messed up this category. What I have written here was the American Association of Retired Peoples. I was thinking of the AARP. I'm sorry, guys. I get the confusion now with all of the questions in this category.
Dude, what is up with you and just nailing the old people?
I look
Jesus
like
Christ.
I understand now, like all of this confusion. In hindsight, you know what? I'll give y'all like 100 points as like an I'm sorry. But I see where all of this confusion has come from.
You know what? You're throwing you've been throwing a lot of shade at old people. I think you might be the oldest person here, Dragon.
You are actually.
Yeah, it's a lot
Well,
of
Dragon's
directed, like friendly fire.
Well, no, like the AARP is a great opportunity for older people to get discounts on retirement stuff.
Also,
Speaking from experience.
Well, you do only have to be 18 or older to join AARP, so. But yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. I see where the confusion came from.
Hey, Teal.
Yeah.
Just know I love you, and these are not my words, but you're being accused of having an old person fetish by my chat.
Oh shit! I'm gonna walk out of the room now because I know his girlfriend.
Look. The assumption there is that I would only want to nail old people, and that's like.
There is no judgment from me. I'm saying that now. There is no judgment from me. They're joking, obviously, but there's no judgment from me.
You're just a boy.
Anyway, actually, Deku did actually get the Association of Retired Persons, so Chad actually gets full points for that question.
Oh, what the fuck?
I think everyone deserves full points for that shit.
Well, I did give you guys 100 points as an apology for the category. Again, if I hadn't made that one typo in the last question, then clearly everything would have made sense.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we only have one category left, so let's fire through this.
Cyberpunk for 80!
Cyberpunk for 80. Question, name a city.
Buzz!
Okay, go for it, Sim.
Night City.
I'm afraid...
No, let me convince you!
Okay, go ahead.
Let me convince you. Question says, name a city. Night City is a city.
Correct, but I can't give you points for that, unfortunately.
God damn it. Okay, I will take not getting any points or losing any points for that.
Well, you did say let me convince you, so you actually lose points because you said let me convince you. You need to be careful with those words, man. Words have impact.
But you gotta be more specific on your questions. You said name a city.
Hardly.
San Francisco.
It's
a city that exists.
I'm sorry, I can't accept that as an answer.
Dang.
Pal?
Does the city have... Yeah, screw it. Naming a city? We've already covered Night City. We've already covered Coronado City. I mean, I did say Los Angeles, and you're just simply telling us to name a city, so I'm just going to say Seattle.
Unfortunately, that is not correct. I need to do some real quick check here on a chat answer. See, unfortunately, I asked you guys to name a city, and all of those names were already taken by other cities, so we couldn't name a new city by those names. Chat, I did look up Main City, which was suggested by Luna, but unfortunately, Main City is the name of an actual city in Poland. So, Chad, I thought that you were
busted out the Wikipedia.
Chad, I thought that you were really close to getting some points there, but alas, Main City is already a name that's taken, so can't use it, unfortunately.
Wait. Pull up your search history. We want to judge you.
I had an incognito tab opened. I know.
Oh, it's incognito, huh?
I'm new. I'm not that new. Okay.
What are my points at this point?
Hold on. We'll do a point tally in a second here. So Cyberpunk
yeah,
Cities
come
for
on,
100 is the last question. In what ward of Tokyo are the Arasaka headquarters located? Luna,
Okay,
I think I'm
can I-
actually going to give chat 50 points for that because you understood the assignment.
Can I say
And
an
chat is
answer
in-
my chat gave because it made me giggle, but it is not my answer?
You know what? You can steal from your chat, sure.
Blurple City. It just or
That-
Blurpleberry City. It just made me giggle.
That's pretty
So
good,
I
actually.
wanted to share that, but that's not an answer for me.
Fair enough. That's good.
You know what?
Okay, hardly.
I'll say this because okay, I have not played Cyberpunk, but I did watch Edge Runners,
Right.
and I know that I don't know what their relationship is, but Adam Smasher is tied to Arasaka. So I'm gonna say they're in the same ward that Adam Smasher is in.
That is incorrect, unfortunately. Oh, I can explain why, but
Oh, you're gonna
okay.
try and convince him.
unless you try to convince me, you could try to
You
convince me.
know, okay. All right, let me convince you then.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so Adam Smasher, we talked about him the other day. I hate him, but he's cool. But I hate him, but he's freaking cool. But I hate him, but he's really damn cool. He's tied. I don't know what his relationship with Arasaka is, but he is tied to them. And I would assume he's not the kind of person that has just like a regular like apartment just anywhere like out in Night City. He probably stays there. So so theoretically, he would be most of the times, unless he's sent out on some kind of Adam Smasher mission, like killing teenagers that have a thing on their back and it makes everyone sad and everyone kills everyone's favorite cyberpunk waifu. But
Damn.
he is
Drama.
he's there in that tower that Arasaka headquarters is in.
Okay, so initially I was prone to disagree with you, but the connection is that actually he is hired as a bodyguard in the game, which does mean that he probably has actually been to the ward in Tokyo as part of the protection detail, because the events of Edge Runner was in Night City, but if he was hired as a bodyguard, he probably has been to Japan with the people he's protecting.
A bodyguard for Noroburu.
Yes, exactly.
Noroburu. I have a hard time pronouncing that name, but I'm throwing that as a supportive answer to him.
Yes, that is fair. So I will go ahead and give you points, but you also only get half points because you spoiled Edge Runners,
I accept this,
which I haven't seen yet.
Okay, I did not name any names, but I'll take it.
But the answer is the Chuko
Oh, I wouldn't have got that.
Would not have
ward of Tokyo. So here's one of the things, guys.
I'm sorry for laughing.
Cyberpunk is much bigger than just Cyberpunk 2077 and Edge Runners, so there is extended lore that can be pulled
that
from.
I knew.
And with that, we have finished round 2. So there's going to be a final question incoming.
No.
Now, here's the thing.
What's the question?
I do not have the proper... I'm going to fix this for future streams. But actually, no. Here, hold on. We're going to do some on-the-fly edits in... in OBS. Sorry. Give me a second. Making new things and working at the same time is difficult for my brain.
Hi, baby. Welcome in. After the all this is done, Billy, I will be over in my server. Welcome in, Wifey. How's work?
God, that is so big.
That's what she said, Blue.
Haha.
That's from my chat.
Nice.
Yeah, I know
Am
she
getting
says
out
it
early.
too.
Fuck yeah!
Oh
Well,
wait,
then,
that's the
pal-
wrong number.
Then, pal, if you know, you're not in my chat. Guess what, bitch? That just hit you.
What?
Okay.
Oh,
The
I was
color.
talking about something. I was talking
Oh.
about something else.
Oh, never mind. Never mind.
No, I'm not in your chat. Not actively.
Manager said that
Nope,
whenever
that's
we're
too
done, we're
small.
leaving. Fuck yeah.
We're gonna do this.
Well,
This
then we
size is
might
good.
actually be. I'll play Minecraft on stream with you then to get some more
I
time out since
may.
we're only about the 3-hour mark. And I kind of want to go a little bit later because it is only 7 to 8, like 10 to 8 right now.
We are about to go into the final
Final round.
round.
That's good. That's fine with me. Ghost again, I'm home again, all alone again, alright, that's me. Wow, I was gonna ask Destiny, but okay. I feel like I was supposed to get a couple weeks, and I wasn't needed, so I didn't have to wait today.
Just
Ether, I
waiting
had
on Teal
plans.
to fill out his AARP form.
Right. Ether,
Oh,
I already
man.
had plans to play Minecraft with Demon when she got off work.
Points 3. Okay, I'll just I'll
Nice, honey.
yeah. Oops, that is not the right place to put that number. Okay.
Motherfucker, I asked first.
Okay, so here is the way it's gonna work, guys. You are to DM me how many points you want to wager for the final question. Sam, I almost have your points up on screen.
Okay.
So, this is where the point totals currently stand. Hardly at 630, Palisar at 610, and Sam at 460.
You know what?
Chat, you're at 500. I'm working on yours right now.
Do we have to DM you, or can I just tell you?
I do want you to DM me.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ! Where's my chat gone? My God!
I'm stealing them, clearly.
No, not that! Hold on! Motherfucker, I asked first. Hell yeah, Demon! He's mine tonight. I won't cuck you tonight, lol. You won't cuck me ever!
Damn.
Dude! My chat just went
Holy-
straight into the fucking gutters! I'm pleading the fifth here.
All right, points. That's what it. Chat, you're just gonna like all or nothing it because I don't want to set up a poll or anything. So you stand a chance of winning, chat. Like this is actually a pretty close game. I'm proud of you all.
This is very close,
Yeah.
actually.
I'm gonna go down honorably and wage nothing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
DM me your points if that's what you're gonna
I
do.
already have.
Okay. Well, I was saying Sim. I know he said nothing out loud, but also DM me. I want records. I want proof.
He wants receipts.
I want receipts.
For tax purposes.
Don't worry, give me a reason to slide into your DMs. Yeah.
You've seen through me.
It was all a ploy all along.
Don't worry.
Just wants more people's. I knew it. I knew
Not a
it.
drink in your mom's.
My daddy always said,
Okay.
I'll
"Never
drink.
trust a teal dragon."
The
Holy
final
shit, my chat has gone wild.
the final question. What is a good reason for me to give you points? This answer, before sharing with me, you also have to DM me your answer. And then we'll go through them one by one.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Because I want to hold you guys accountable. Chat, just start spamming whatever answers you can come up with, and I'll decide after the fact if you're worthy.
So if you wager 0, can you still earn points from this?
I mean, we'll find out, won't we? I can tell you, you can probably still lose points.
My answer's there. And chat, I'm not explaining what he means by it's not like I haven't seen it. I'm not explaining.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
I have locked in.
I've locked in as well.
Okay. I'm just waiting on Pal,
Cool.
who just locked in. Okay. I'm just gonna go in alphabetical order because that is how I've positioned everything. Hardly. What is your answer?
All right, so my answer is I know where you live, and I know the things that you're ashamed of. And also, I'll buy you a Western cheeseburger when we go see the Sonic movie if you give me my points back.
So
That's
you went the negative and positive reinforcement route. I see.
that's interesting. That's this that is pretty
Really?
convincing.
Oh my god.
So we're on this portion now. And now we're in this portion. So that's a pretty good answer. You know what? Counterpoints. Sim, tell me why his answer is bad.
See, he's going for the slightly threatening part, just a little bit, and he's trying to bribe you, as where you never know. Me and Pal's answers could be incredibly wholesome.
This is true.
He's going for the bribe. He's trying to do that like best friend tactic of where I'm gonna dip my fingers in your pocket and give you something you want, so I can take that little bit that I want. He's trying to rig it in his favor by bribing you with food.
You know what? I really, but I really, really like westerns.
Yes,
but we also have to remember he used the threat of "I know where you live."
And
Am I allowed
know
to
what
rebuttal?
you're
Negative
ashamed of.
reinforcement, and
He also threatened he knows what you're ashamed of.
like apparently he knows your
Am I
search
allowed a
history, which is
rebuttal?
worrying.
Sure, I'll give you a quick rebuttal.
Okay. The first part of it may not necessarily have been a threat. I know where you live. But that just means that, hey, I mean, we could just like hang out sometime soon. And also, I know that you're shameless. Let's be real. You're pretty
Your
freaking
tone of
shameless.
voice did not follow that.
Yep, that's
It was a bit of a, I can't help the way that I speak sometimes.
Yeah,
Yes, you can.
you do.
I call bullshit.
Well, anyway,
Yes, Pixie, you do.
I never said that I was going to do anything bad. I just said I know where you live.
that
Which is enough
was
of a
in
threat.
fact an answer. Hey Sim, let's move
Yes.
on to your answer. Now that I've assigned Harley his points appropriately. By the way, you didn't convince me. You shouldn't have threatened me.
So
Well, I'm gonna just
Jump off the bridge.
So the reason
He wagered
for
everything for the
mine-
record.
I'm not
So
surprised.
yeah,
Wow.
that was
that really just blew up. You know what?
Look, you said you know what I'm ashamed of, as if that's something that I try to hide from people.
I know that's why I said that you're actually shameless.
Right. Yeah. But,
Shame would imply that you are trying to hide it.
she's fucking
You don't
around
try to
with me,
hide
by the way.
anything.
nah, I already deducted the points from you. All right,
Well,
Sim. What's your
Guess you're
your
not getting that Western.
So mine is because I went out of my social normal for this and pushed myself out of my comfort zone. New people and new things like this are very hard for me,
Mhm.
but I'm glad I tried this new thing, and more for the fact that you're an amazing friend for including me in this, and I'm very glad you did. It's short, sweet, but wholesome.
That is very wholesome. It is very wholesome. And I hate that I actually set this up as the rules because now it makes me feel bad for putting Palisar on the spot. But Pal, do you have a counter argument?
Well, not all counter arguments need to be there. Like, it could just be like, no, there is no counter argument.
That's fair.
Oh, I have a counter
I have
argument.
nothing to.
I have a
prove
counter argument.
What's your
what
counter
I
have
argument?
something to say.
believe.
What is your
I have
counter
nothing-
argument? Hardly.
My counter argument is I detect a significant lack of Western cheeseburgers in his argument,
So I'm
and the
gonna
lack
count-
of seeing a Sonic movie.
I'm going to counter that with I am not in the same state as them. nor in the same town.
Hardly brings
But
up an interesting point.
but
You
you
get all
could.
of his points.
I am also going to counter you on the fact of I gave my friends a direct answer when they asked me if I wanted to go see Sonic 3.
That's fair.
Damn.
Oh, that's very poor.
Okay.
You get all of Hardly's points.
Okay. Listen here,
Uh,
man.
hey pal, I think
I'm
it's
gonna
time to look
shit.
over your answer.
Yeah. My answer was whether or not I went through 3 different points. To start, I brought up a lot of fun and interesting topics. Not that you guys didn't either. This was actually fantastic. Even if I did fail or succeed in my own, this was quite a lot of fun. I would like to come back again, and I can be trusted to do so because this was fun. And I really do consider you a close friend and have enjoyed this entire experience and wanted to do this again in the future.
I will say, Pal sent me over. I asked everybody before this to like, hey, can you send me a couple examples of like topics that you guys kind of know some stuff about?
Yeah.
And
I sent this on,
everybody
like,
sent
3
me
lists.
like 5 or so. Pal sent me over 20. And continued to send them after I picked out the ones that I was going to use. When I bugged you, Pal, I literally needed like 1 or 2 more topics, and you sent me 20. So
Yeah.
believe me, if you're in one of these again, I'm just gonna pull from that. There's some bangers on this list that I actually do want to touch on. So,
Oh my god.
and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wonder how it is I overlooked a Pokemon category, but
It was the last one. It was literally the last one I wrote. I put it up higher.
You know what? I respect the outcome, whatever happens. I underachieved. Hardcore on my response.
Look, it's fine. Like, you didn't need to suck. Oh yeah, Pal. Wait, you have a chance. Hardly. Counter why Pal should get points. Why should he not get points for his answers?
You know what? Because he's an overachiever. 20? Are you kidding me? He gave you 20 responses, you said? That's too much.
Yes.
You know what? That's he's put in too much work, you know? No one really likes a brown nose that much.
Who said that was brown nosing? He just asked him 5.
You gave 20.
I knew.
Thank you, Luna.
Over 20, actually, but who's counting?
Yeah.
I have a counter to his counter argument.
Which is?
He's an overachiever. Yes, that's never a bad thing. And he wasn't brown nosing. If he was brown nosing, it'd be topics. Yes.
He's
Okay, thank you, sir.
brown nosing in the sense of reason that I cannot come up with, and I might have just shot that out there without fully thinking about it. Which is how I kind of
trying to
worked
wager
myself
buying
into
him
this corner.
burgers.
At least I'm not threatening this man with what he's shameful of.
Listen, good friends threaten each other's lives all the time,
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
actually pretty fair. You know what? This is
But
this
I
is
thought-
what is-
saying, I'm going to counter his counter argument, saying that Pal should get points for the fact that he was passionate. He's able to open that side of him to you, and you have a wholesome response to that.
You know what? This is both sides have fair points. So what I think I'm going to do here, Pal, you
God damn it,
bet.
you and Pedro. No,
210
do not start the
Okay.
Pedro.
So here's what's going to happen. I do think everybody has good things. So Pal, I am going to award you the points, but I'm going to give them to Hardly.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah,
I did
stop
not
with the
expect that
Pedro.
coming.
Stop.
I expect the Western.
Stop,
Pedro,
guys.
Pedro.
I expect that Western
Pedro.
burger when we go and see Sonic.
I need more Pedro.
Chat.
More Pedro.
You guys were criticizing my inability to do things properly in alphabetical order. So you guys lose all of your points.
On top of
Damn.
everything else, though.
Wait, hold on.
Everything
I don't
else
know.
that was
If I was Chad, I'd be pretty mad. I'd be
hold on.
rebelling against a streamer.
You know what?
Mine's
Luna
not bad.
Luna did say that she likes being wholesome and honest, so never mind. I'm going to chat. There we go. Chat, you
Yeah,
get
the
your
whole-
for loving wholesomeness, you get your points multiplied by 10. Meaning that Chat is the winner of today's contest. And if you care
in the
about
chat, you are spineless.
if you
know,
care
I
about
thought you were
everybody else, technically
thought you were a dragon,
Sim
not a
wins.
worm.
How the fuck did I win?
I did not bet everything.
Because you
I
were
bet
really
210.
passionate about Transformers, duh.
You know what? I accept that. I respect the Transformers passion.
You know what? I will take this win with honor, and I will not boast, but more as thank you for inviting me, especially barely knowing me, and allowing me to just word vomit passion about my Transformers.
You know what? Honestly, I love to hear, like, one of the reasons I reached out to people on topics is I love hearing people be passionate about things. Like, I like the opportunity, even if you guys didn't get points, anytime that you've gone on a ramble about something you care about, I loved listening to it. Including the Warframe lore section, where so many of you, it took you so long. How is it that not after question 2, you guys caught on to the fact that the answer was just going to be robots?
No, once I realized who the Sentinels were, what you were meaning by the Sentinels and not the sentients,
Yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
like, oh, fuck.
I'm going to ask chat respectfully, stop playing Pedro. You guys gave me a headache with it, with a half hour straight of it. I have no problem going, mods, turn it off. So play with your chaos wisely, but remember, I am God, I will stop it.
That's why
Love
I
you.
increased the power. That's why I increased the point redeem. Like,
It's gonna
Must
get
chaos
increased.
responsibly.
Man, look at these people who already have achieved affiliate. Talking about
Well,
affiliate
I
stuff.
know.
you'll get there. Trust me. You with the way you're going now, you'll be fine.
Oh, probably. One day.
I mean,
Maybe.
you've been shout out in my server, your shout out in my title. You're probably gonna get another shout out at the end of this.
I mean, look, this is my, like, week 2 of me being back to streaming under a brand new account. Believe me, I recognize that I recognize that it's unrealistic to expect affiliate like for another like month. But that said, that actually is a perfect segue into our bonus section. Should you follow
Yay.
these contestants? Hey, Hard Lee, it is time for you to convince
Yes, sir.
everybody why they should follow you on Twitch.
Okay.
I like this.
Well, here we go. So, since you brought it up, I am very close to affiliate. So, hold on, let me get my stuff pulled up.
Okay.
My statistics. Hold on. Oh, wait. Okay, I have it. Okay, so one of the metrics for hitting affiliate is getting 50 followers, which I have. I'm at 43 right now, just 7 shy. Once that happens, there's a lot more. Well, I mean, I'm be honest, there's a lot more I want to do with my stream. I'm going to start doing it more frequently. Start to kind of get a little bit more chat interaction on games that I play. Maybe take recommendations, stuff like that. Maybe even start doing like randomizers again. Start streaming some of that stuff. Maybe even get more community stuff going. So you know what? I have a lot of plans, a lot of things I want to do with it once I get to that level. So if we get there, you'll start to see it.
That is fair. All right. Pal, you were up. Why should people follow, and you're affiliate, so why should they
Well,
bother
if you're
like
not following
you
me
for a sub?
already- If you're not following me already, if you'd like to subscribe, there are a lot of things that I've already done. I consider myself a very fun variety streamer. I'm still working on broadening my my reach, of course, because after you hit affiliate, you then go towards partner. But partner takes forever, so I'm in no rush. This is literally just something I do for fun. I've got a lot of solo games that I need to get back in, start playing again. I haven't played No Man's Sky for a while. I have Elden Ring. I just got The Witcher recently. There are a bunch of fun horror games that my friends and I were planning on playing. We've got the Outlast Trials coming up. I'm planning on playing It Takes Two with my girlfriend, whether that be on stream or not. I don't know. Valheim, my friends are playing that. I need to get started on that. Monster Hunter's
Ooh.
huge. Can't wait for February.
Hey,
And
pal,
then, yes.
Yes.
I need someone to join me on Monster Hunter. I have World now on my computer, and Rise,
okay.
and I also have Valheim. So, Swiggity, I would like to insert myself in that for the sole factor of I want Valheim people to play with.
Either way, I have a plethora of games to play and enjoy with all of you. This next year is going to be a little bit crazy. I have not streamed in about a month and a half due to the holidays and family. But right as I get back into town next month, It'll be my birthday and then our first stream. Or sorry, my first anniversary of streaming. For a full year, because I reached it. My first ever stream was, I believe, on my birthday last year. So we will see what I get to do. I will try not to get sick again, Pixie. I'm already doing pretty well on my end, but I've got a lot of plans. I've got a fully set up Discord server. I'm still working on socials and getting VODs out, but that is all to come in time as I learn. And just come for the fun, come for the vibes, and that's about it. I've got a ton of friends that you can follow as well after me, and make 2025 a great year.
Awesome.
I believe it's
Yay.
Symbiote's turn.
Yep, Sim.
Oh,
It's...
sorry. I said it wrong. The Bimbiote.
Oh, I'm gonna fucking shank you!
Oh, I've got so much dirt on this motherfucker.
Yeah, take this man's balls. By the way, Deku Magic, thank you for the follow.
Besides shanking Pal, why should people follow and subscribe to you, Sim?
Somebody, I will put you in the fucking corner and I will sick my sister after you. Don't test me.
You think I won't enjoy it?
Your butthole can only be stretched so far, my friend.
She doesn't like doing that anyways.
Okay, yep, no,
Man,
no.
that is a heck of a thing.
I'm gonna need a second.
You know, I want to sound.
Invoke nickname.
I want a soundbite of that.
Anyways, so
Clippers, get to work.
So the reason why you should follow me, I'm also in the process of a partial rename. So as you see on here, I am Symbiote King, but in Discord, in some new places that I'm playing newer games, I am Nightmareus. I am going to become Nightmareus the Symbiote King, which, long story short, I'm going to become the Nightmare God of Symbiotes.
Nightmareus or
my.
Nightmareus?
Nightmareus.
Okay. I feel like Nightmareus has... Oh, whatever.
You are thinking of
Well,
Nightmareus, that is another thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's actually another thing. I don't know what it's from, but I know it's something else. But why you should follow me, I'm very chaotic, I'm very wholesome, I'm very deranged, I'm very perverted.
Perverted. That's a... Are you sure you want to advertise that?
I'm
No,
sold. I'm going to your channel right now.
And he's honest.
We like our dirty jokes. I'm very
True.
blunt. At times that I do have my psychotic fits of rage with games, and people laugh about it. Actually, here soon, because we recently just hit 200. We're just a little bit over 200 now. I'm going to be redoing my 200 followers subathon. Teal Dragon, thank you.
Yeah,
for
I
the sub.
I realized I hadn't subbed yet, so I figured I'd fix that during your pitch.
Hardly 91, thank you for the follow. Thank you for the sub, my friend. You don't have to do that. But
Of course I do.
here soon, I will be redoing my 200 subathon.
no.
And actually tomorrow, I'm going to throw this out there. Like Chaos Stream. I'm gonna throw this out there. Tomorrow, I am doing a stream race with my good friend Theon, or better known as Unlimited Nothing. They are getting back into streaming with me for this raid race, but if I lose, sister, knock it off. I will time you out, pal. Fuck you. You got my sister in here doing it now.
Hey, I didn't say a damn thing. She did it herself.
Bullshit.
You know I can't control. No, I didn't.
For those
I
of you
didn't.
in my chat, I think that you're getting a very good example of what it's like a good simulation of what it's like to be in Sims chat right now.
Yes. So tomorrow, if I lose this race, I have to get makeup and follow my buddy Unlimited Nothing, or Theon, in trying to do his makeup. Granted, they do drag, and I'm looking into getting drag.
That sounds cool, actually.
Hell yeah.
And But if they win, I have to follow their makeup routine and do my best to get it. Babe, I will come at you for that. But if I win, they come up to me. They're in a separate state. They come up to me and they join me for a stream and drag. But we're also that's tomorrow, same time that we did this, 5 p.m. MST. But also we are redoing our 200 subathon.
Fair enough.
You can answer my questions later. Continue.
Hold on, real quick. I'm gonna pause the wholesome, babe.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Watch
Wholesome
yourself.
has been paused.
You're mine after work already.
Oh,
Keep
boy.
making it
I
worse.
I heard the voice. The voice came out.
uh,
The voice came out.
Anyway. So, as I was saying, we're also doing there'll also be sub stuff with the raid with the race tomorrow. So there are sub incentives and all that. But the 200 follower subathon, I will also Palisar, go fuck yourself. Babe,
We're abusing this man in chat right now.
Oh my God.
Just be honest, we are abusing this man.
my love, my darling, my wife, you are mine after work for that.
Oh boy.
Anyways, now I'm gonna be a bit wholesome. For those that actually are at my stream, you see behind me a recliner, a dual recliner. That unfortunately has been my couch for the past few months. I actually gifted my bed when I moved to my nephew, because he needed a bed, and I was okay with a recliner for a bit, thinking I could pull another bed out of my ass.
A
Subs?
bed out of your ass is kind of thick.
It's not the thickest thing that's gone up there. Anyways, anything from the subs from tomorrow's race and the 200 follower subathon will go to help getting me a bed and a bed frame. And the goal is to have a bed in my room before my girlfriend comes and visits.
That's a good goal.
So I have until April to try and get a. I hate my chat right now, pal. I hope you know when I see you at Thaw, I'm whacking you so fucking hard for this.
I'm still gonna win that barrel. Go on.
But no, that's why you should follow me. I'm very wholesome. The fact that you give me your time and your follow, it means worlds to me. This is my dream, and I could not do it without any of you guys. I love you too, baby. Have a good rest of your time at work. But I couldn't do it without you guys. And as much as there's times where I, like with the Bimbio shit, I may hate it, but
The things you do
you
for
guys,
chat.
you
Things
guys
you
are
do
my
for chat.
nightmares. You guys are my symbiotes. You guys make what I do possible. And even on the days where I have a hard time streaming, I still stream and you guys make my day better. And I'm trying new things with collabs and doing shit like this. So a really big shout out to Teal for this.
Yeah.
A really big shout out to
Absolutely.
this man.
Well, you're welcome. I'm glad. Honestly, I'm just glad that you guys were all not only like willing to do this, but also so actively interested. Because I didn't want to like pull people in just to like, you know,
Just to do it.
I wanted you guys to have fun with it. So the fact that like you guys have been excited, engaged, gave me all of the stuff, and like came with it was like and had as much fun as you did, I consider a win. So is it all right if I drop a link in your chat, Sim?
Go for it.
Okay. So the thing is, I want to do.
Hold on.
Okay.
Give it to Luna. You
Okay.
are not a mod, and you're gonna get hit
That-
as an auto mod or one of the bots to go. Hey, knock it
Okay,
off.
Luna.
No, I told you you could.
Luna, I think that you're watching in my chat as well. I'm gonna post a link. If you could copy that into Sims as well, I would appreciate it. It's just a form I want to do more of this stuff. So I have created a form that I just posted in my chat. That is, if you are interested in being a part of one of these game shows, I have other ideas in mind as well as this, and I would love to do more of it. So if you are interested, fill out that form. If you are a streamer, if you are just a chatter, whoever, like I'm not super picky about who joins. So if you have an interest, yeah, Luna just put it in Sims chat. So if you want to join, fill out that form, and I will be hitting up some people and continuing to make more weird, random, just as unhinged shows in the future. So yeah, that's all I got. So thanks.
Praise the benevolent Teal Dragon.
Yes, praise me and my benevolence, for truly I am worthy of that, as well as Western cheeseburgers, which
Which you're not getting now.
Okay, you know what?
I probably will get you one, honestly.
I gave you 210 points. I didn't have to give you at the end of all of this. I think I earned it.
That's certainly worth a cheeseburger.
Ask permission for a little bit of bragging rights, because I came into this expecting to lose. So the fact that, one, I came out of this, I was winning for myself either way, because I went out of my, I went out of my normal.
Heck yeah.
But the fact that I won. Are you guys fine with me bragging in my server?
I'm fine with it.
Oh,
Freaking
speaking
go
of which,
for
a
it.
quick run back to why you should follow me. I also have a full Discord community, which at times I do play games with all of you guys off stream. You guys get to see me edit sometimes. We do host movie nights, and when I get things stable, granted, there's also, to get in the Discord, you have to be 18 or older. But there'll also be a weekly or bi-weekly smut reading session as of a goal that I didn't expect to have it hit my last subathon, that I still need to hold my promise on. So if you guys want to join the Discord, you get to see a lot of behind the scenes content. You get special time with Sam. You get the...
For my chat, for the people who are in my Discord, believe me, his Discord is actually awesome. Mine is a bare bones in work in progress disaster. His is worth joining.
Yes,
I'll be fixing mine up.
Mine doesn't exist yet.
Guys, mine's not that great. It's just we have a lot of good people in a good spot. We have a lot of good people together.
I have a well organized server. It is just honestly kind of empty. Like there's not much that goes on in terms of discussions or anything in mine. It needs some more social oomph, and Sims has that. Absolutely, it has that. And by the way, Teal, if you want,
you're welcome.
Like,
sis.
I've made 3 Discord servers. I know how to make them. I know how to run them.
Teal,
I can help.
If you want to take inspiration and take points out of the way I have things for my server, do it.
All right, I will
I'm
probably
not gonna point fingers and go, you copied me, you're not original. Dude, we're all struggling. We're all trying to just build a community. My community is about building up others. If that means you look at my Discord and go, hey, I like these 3 categories you have, I'm going to use that.
Oh, believe me, I will happily steal anything from you.
Ooh, baby, just don't steal my heart. That's an impossible one.
Well, we'll see.
Well, no, someone already has my heart.
Oh, so I just have to steal it from them easy. Wait,
luck.
we're not talking your literal.
We're
talking your literal heart, right? Because I can get a knife.
Ooh, baby,
that's true. That's true. Unless
knife play. Ooh.
But yeah, pal, I might talk to you about that off stream. I'm in week 2 of streaming, so there's a lot of stuff that I'm still getting up and running.
Oh, look at the cute couple, and look at the cute couple in my chat. Aww. I love how your partner Teal is like, no, Sim, just no.
All right, I think I am gonna call it here for my stream. But again, thank you guys for jumping in and doing this. I will definitely hit you up for anything else that I come up with. I already see some people talking about it, so I'll probably pull in some new plug.
Thank you very much for.
If I know some people are ending their streams, the symbiote is not. The
I'll be
symbiote
rating you.
will- Oh, okay. Well, I was going shameless plug, and the symbiote's going to be playing a couple different games. Right, they're going to play some Batman or Borderlands.
I mean, I was
But-
about to ask if you were available for Rivals, but that's fine.
Oh no, I will play Rivals. I just need a bio break.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I'm
then
probably
we'll
gonna-
play Rivals.
for-
Beach,
whether
yeah,
it be
no,
to-
your man's mine now.
Well,
my man.
hold on. I was actually about to say that.
So you can come join us.
No. Hold
What
on.
about It Takes
I was
Two or
about
Pirate
to
101?
let me finish my sentence, all of you. I
I'm reading
wasn't
what
gonna
she's
mean
saying.
immediately. Wasn't meaning immediately. I knew you had other plans. I just meant later. If we want, Zom and I did have plans to play Pirate 101 or It Takes Two on our own. Because I'm not streaming while I'm here, and we need to
Angie.
shit.
See, Angie.
She's very angry. I know. That's because I didn't get the. None of you let me finish my sentence. God fucking damn it! I'm not going straight to Rivals. Although, as much as I love it, and as much as I love tanking, and I want to get the fuck out of bronze, I will
Let
be
me level
fine.
up and I
The
can help get
grind
you
is
out.
real.
Then stop being a sub bitch is what your girlfriend just said in my chat.
Honey,
Oh my god.
you know what I'm gonna do to you later, anyway. All right.
Ooh, spicy. Use your
Wow.
big boy voice. You're
I
getting
can do
taunted.
that.
Hey,
I
hey,
can do
pal,
that.
you and I are gonna have an interesting night because of our brats.
Yes, we are. So,
But
Well,
yeah,
thank you,
Big boy
Teal, for
voice.
the game.
Oh, wait,
It
you
was such a
can't.
pleasure. No, seriously, no. It was a lot of fun, and I definitely had a lot of fun with it. It was nice
I had a
to
blast.
meet both you,
Um,
Pal, and Sim. Seemed like fairly decent fellas. And yeah, it was awesome.
I'm a
Thank
horny
you so much for
degenerate.
inviting me.
I will flirt
I-
with you jokingly. I will
Okay.
butcher you. I will break you.
and
I am
actually-
flirted regularly by the Teal Dragon, so I am used to it.
And
If you
actually,
wanna join the
hardly, I
Discord, go
could
for it.
meet you because I'm just home for the holidays. I know
Okay, no, you
Teal
can join if you
and
want.
their and our people personally. Like I'm 5 minutes away from his person's house.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna
Like,
I was
I
gonna
can
hook you
actually
guys
meet you.
up at some point, not like that.
Yeah,
Get your head out of the gutter,
Sonic
Sim.
movie. A westerns and Sonic movie.
The ultimate bonding.
When?
The
Well,
best bonding
time out.
experience.
When though? Because I don't get back into town till Wednesday night.
Somebody needs to come to
Wednesday
Montana
night.
to come pick me up.
I'm probably gonna move up there by May, anyways.
Ooh.
See, we're already working on it.
I mean, weekends work
Dude,
for
you're
me.
catching so much flack, dude.
Yes, I know. I am. Trust me. I know. I need to figure it out still.
Okay, the symbiote loves talking. I need a bio break before I shit myself.
Go.
All right, fair enough.
Take a
I'm-
break.
I
I'm
love
gonna.
all of you guys. You are sexy bitches, and you are amazing. Thank you for making my night.
You're welcome. Thanks for
Oh,
being a
thank
part
you.
of it.
You're a pretty sexy bitch too. Gosh.
Damn it.
All right, guys. Well, Sim is on his Sim is on his break. I'm gonna go ahead and start getting ready to rate him for as soon as he gets back. So,
All right. Well, then I'm gonna peace out once again. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much for hosting the event.
you're
This was
welcome.
actually a lot of fun.
There will be more
Yeah.
of them because I really enjoyed putting this together. And honestly, like, for those who don't know, I normally will do streaming video games. Right now, I'm doing like a Pokemon randomizer Nuzlocke, but this is the kind of stuff that I would like to do more of. It just takes a little bit of time to prep, and especially since I'm not yet affiliate, there are some limiting factors on how much I can do. If I reach affiliate, I have enough programming knowledge that I plan on blowing Twitch wide open for the most bizarre and crazy game shows I can come up with. But in the meantime, there's going to be plenty more of this, and hopefully only better, more enjoyable
Oh, it
stuff.
will be
So, yeah.
Mhm.
So, I'm going to kick off the raid, but
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
I had a lot of fun, so I look forward to doing this again. I'll probably be streaming again Thursday. I'm going to skip Tuesday since it's New Year's Eve, and I had some plans lined up. But yeah, for anybody in my chat who wants to be at the stream when I pick back up on the 2nd, Thursday, gonna be fixing my Pokemon Nuzlocke save that got messed up because my computer crashed at the end of my last stream.
Oh, no!
I lost all of my footage, all of my I have notes so I can recreate it. But I decided to do that on stream because it might be funny to do that on stream.
Oh no! That's tough.
And what's worse is I had forgotten to activate the Twitch setting to save my streams from Twitch. So
yes, do that.
I'm gonna get a VOD
That
channel
will
up and
help you a
running
lot.
sometime this week, and that will be a VOD that will not be present.
I still need to learn how to do that.
Oh, it's not. I
So
don't think
you
it's too
want-
difficult. What? How about this?
Well,
I'll
it's
give you
not too
advice on a
difficult, but
VOD, and you can advise me on Discord servers.
Cool, that'll work.
Yeah. So
It's just the editing part that's gonna suck.
I mean, that's why it's a VODs channel. You don't edit, you just upload.
Fair.
That said, I do eventually plan on a YouTube channel, but that's down the line. I want to kind of rush things up. Stop having PowerPoints with pure white backgrounds.
I mean,
Maybe first.
that's
We'll
not
see.
hard.
No, that's not. I just, luckily enough, I know somebody
Next
who does
time, it'll
graphic
be a
design.
pure blue background.
Ooh, I'll get super fan. Well, then then the Teal
You'll
Dragon will
unlock
be browned
rustic-
out.
If you want help
be
with making
camouflage.
presentations, college will help you with that.
That is fair. Technically, I am Microsoft Office certified, so I can do well more than I
So
did
then
with this
what-
PowerPoint.
Now I'm just disappointed.
Yeah, this was literally I had this idea a week ago and just as quickly as possible threw it all together.
Yeah,
So-
you literally did it at 5 a.m. because you procrastinated. that
Maybe.
Am I calling you out too much?
Look, what is procrastination but just taking your time in a different way? I took my time to consider how to do things. And definitely didn't get distracted with all of the games that people, gifted me for the holidays.
Truly a master procrastinator.
I definitely have not been playing more Pal World in the last week than I thought I would ever in my life.
I've noticed.
Shush.
I also noticed that Palworld has a new update that just dropped.
I mean, maybe. I literally just started playing it 3 days ago, so...
Oh, well, yeah, it was out a year ago, and it is good.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to admit, I was somebody who was very skeptical because I'm like, nothing it's done was original. Everything that it does has been done by other games. But it's put together in a nice little package, so I really can't actually be critical.
No, you really can't.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and launch that raid that I said I was going to launch like 5 minutes ago, so...
Do it.
Thank you,
Yeah.
everybody, for joining. Hope that you had a wonderful, fun time. And feel free to stay with Sim if you have nowhere else to go for this evening. I also tune into his stuff that he was talking about tomorrow, because I'll probably tune in and check that out as well.
I
So-
will probably have it up on my end because I will be going to go visit family, but yeah, we'll be around.
Yep. And yeah, definitely
Reach Bell.
follow Hardly and Palisar. They're a lot of fun, too. Like,
And follow
Sim's doing
Teal
his stuff
Dragon.
tomorrow, but... I
Our
mean...
lovely
You
host.
can't not call out yourself. Give the man a
Yeah.
call. Come on.
But
You can.
The amazing Teal Dragon.
Well, I do have, a mascot already that's, something that I totally threw together in a very professional
The Teal
style.
Dragon that may at some point in the future get an upgrade.
Maybe. Well, maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
your avatar is also due for an
Maybe.
upgrade.
Yeah, upgrades might be coming.
Upgrades might be coming to Hardly and Teal Dragon.
Ayo, facelifts all around. Plastic surgery on me? Not really.
Maybe. I mean, if plastic surgery's on you, does that mean that I'm the bones guy? Am I giving
Okay.
am I giving extra bone? You know what? I'm just gonna start this
Okay.
raid.
I don't know what that means,
yeah.
but okay.
I'll see you guys next time you tune in if you decide to follow me. Otherwise, enjoy at least one of these 3 other individuals because at least one of us has to be entertaining to you. I'm losing my grasp of the English language. So have a nice night, everybody.
Just overall.
Oh, the problem with raiding Sim is that he doesn't actually allow raids.
Ha! What? It finally happened to you. Oh, God.
Hey, can one of Sim's mods change that? I don't know if you guys are actually capable of it.
It should allow for raids. I don't know why it wouldn't.
I just got Symbiote's raid settings do not allow you to raid at this time. I don't know if it's something with my account settings or his or what.
Don't know.
You know what? You guys know where to. Okay, Luna's looking into it. I guess we'll stick around and see.
Stalling.
Yes.
Well,
you know what? We need to still be here because Sim hasn't returned to his chair yet, so we need to entertain his stream. How are you doing, Sim's chat? I'm spying on you. I'm keeping vague track of.
we're always watching.
Wait, we're watching Sim stream now?
Well, now,
What?
yeah, now I'm. Well,
I mean,
here's the
I
thing.
have
Sim's not
everyone
back.
stream
We have
up.
to wait to see if the raid thing gets worked out. So
Oh, I gotcha.
we might as well entertain. I mean, there is chair stream though, and chair stream is really difficult to compete with.
I mean, chair stream is peak.
We do
Yes,
enjoy a chair stream.
I have
Yeah.
caught on to the utter chaos that is your guys'
Has anyone ever made
chats.
a VTuber model that's literally just a chair? So it's always chair stream.
Doug has done something like that where it was like more of like a PNG with some slight animations, but he has created he's not usually a VTuber, but he did create a chair VTuber for a joke stream.
Damn. Hero was thinking I could be original.
I mean, you could still be original by doing a stool?
Or what if it was a recliner that is held together by duct tape and has questionable stains on it?
Okay, thanks
Has anyone
for
done
the
that one
update
before?
there. Sorry, I was reading something that Luna put in. What were you saying?
Oh, you know what?
Okay,
Moments passed.
I
You
returned.
missed it. Screw you. Not
You
going
know-
back into it.
There-
I gave you a genius idea, and you slept on it. You disrespected me.
Wait,
Luna, make
Ether,
it so
there's
we
a
can
brick
raid.
YouTuber?
My raids are off?
There's a brick VTuber?
Apparently they are.
They shouldn't be. My raids are always on.
I tried to
Well-
raid you and it told me that I wasn't allowed. Let's try again. Chat, the stream ends when we successfully raid Zim. Now, it might sound like that's obvious, but if I have learned anything from digging into how Twitch works, you can actually raid and not end stream. So,
Yes.
Yep.
Holy shit! I hate having IBS.
let me make sure I'm spelling your name right, because I just typed it by hand last time, and maybe I was just a fool.
SMYBIOTE.
Oh shoot, I forgot to use at.
KING.
Are you doing it? Are you doing it from the stream manager?
I was doing it from chat in on the Twitch website.
Oh,
Stream manager is just so.
Raid
easy.
settings do not allow you
Yeah.
to raid this time. You know what? Chat. I'm sorry that I can't just auto for it, but go to Sims chat. Go over there.
Well-
Go. I'm gonna figure out why I'm
Come on.
broken.
get out of here!
Hold on. I'll just come to your chat, say hi, and then people can click on my name.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's also good. This is probably something on my end because I am notoriously a goof, but
Yep. Praise the scuff.
I am
That's
literally
all I'll say.
copying it from his yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. So anyway, Luna, you did save your moderator link. I don't think that'll actually break anything, but oh yeah, no, yeah, the moderator link won't work. But anyway, Sim said, "Hi guys, it's me. Go follow him." And I am
Yes.
gonna head out so that I can, do something that's probably important. So yeah, have a nice night, everybody. I will see you next
Good
time.
night.
Bye bye. Good night.
Until next time, my friends.